I care.
Ooh.
I'm kidding.
Huh?
Welcome to the first annual stream. I'm playing the forest. I am currently vibing, if you are not informed. I am here with Official Crazy 1 and Sakai 4500. What was
In
Sakai 1 through
Zakai 4500.
44th 99 taken?
I can't believe there's still 10-year-olds that put their real name in their username.
Yeah, Tyson and Zachary, like, come on, bro.
So Zach, how are you supposed to pronounce your name?
Is that really what it is? God
Oof.
damn it.
Yeah. I've been working on it. I still need more work.
There we go. I shouted it out on Discord. I shouted it out on Snapchat. Ain't
Beautiful.
much else I can do but smoke weed, you know? Oi,
Pretty
you
much.
locked the door. Yes. Alright, let's go to bed, guys. I'm tired.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
let's save first. Save.
Yes, sir. I saved.
Zach, save.
Yes, sir. Or are you telling Sarah Phillips to watch? Just be like, hey, remember that guy Chandler? He's streaming.
Tell her Tyson. Tell her Official Crazy One wants to fuck. Oops. Did you save, bro?
Do it.
Hold on,
I'm
I'm saving.
simping. Bruh, hurry up.
Zach's a simp. Zach simps all of his coworkers at Mount Hood Theater.
It's caught on camera, boys. It's caught on camera. Zachary is a simp. You can't fake anything in a live stream. Alright, welcome back to a beautiful day in the forest. Now, I'm going to do a base tour. It's pretty quirky. So right over here,
can they
we
hear us
have...
on the stream?
I don't know. The last time I streamed with Zach, they couldn't hear him.
There's like a setting you have to turn on.
That's what your mother says. Yes, Spidermonk8812. So this is Ethan's house. He's currently away. He's going to bed because he has school. This is Zach's house. As you can see, it's barren.
Can you hear me in there, Zach?
This is Tyson's house. It's pretty quirky. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to change that then. Oh, I can hear Tyson. But I can't hear Zach.
I can't hear myself. Okay, I'll teach you how to. Hold on. Okay, Zach, go to the party. Like on the main screen. Go to party settings. No. Or...
This is our kind of group communal area.
This should be like the Mod Sarks party thing, right?
Hold on. Okay, so I'm in the party.
This is our lovely gazebo.
Then go to allow voice to be shared, and then just put it on always
this is
allow.
my house. This is where I live. This is where I reside.
Okay.
Got my bed, a
I
little
think I
dining
can hear
table.
myself now. I should be able to.
Got a little couch. You got a cabinet. I'll put a little booze
Oh, I can
on
hear
there.
myself, but it's really quiet.
So boys, before we started the stream, me and Chandler were questioning our sexualities for each other.
Now
We sort of decided that we both want to be alone right now.
Now there's no more
Oh, okay.
questioning.
Okay, I'm good. I'm good now. Alright, so let's finish this dang zip line.
Seems like you boys need one more log.
Alright.
I'll be happy to oblige.
Everybody say zip line.
Zipline.
No.
Shaka bra.
Shaka, bruh.
Pickle
Only
Rick.
real ones get that reference.
That's why I don't get the reference, because I'm not a real one.
Wait, did you just quote Pickle Rick?
That's the funniest shit I've ever seen,
Well, that's
bro.
gotta be the funniest shit I've ever seen.
Bro, whoever came up with Pickle Rick is like the funniest funny man of all internet.
Peak comedy.
Kind of feel like getting too fat. There we go. We got ourselves a log. I'm coming back, boys. I got your last
Hold on,
log.
I almost got a tree cut down. I'm deforesting.
Took you so long, Zach. God damn.
I'm using the axe method.
I use an axe too.
Well, I'm using the combat axe.
I use the combat axe too.
You little ding dong boy.
You're a
Yeah,
little
but I'm-
bad. Oh, now Zach's being funny to perform against an audience. Typically, Zach is not this lively. Typically, Zach is simping on a woman. So,
I ain't
you
no
know.
simp. Hold on, I'm killing a sea turtle, getting us some meat.
Where the hell do
Got
I
it.
put this?
You want the
Alright.
shell, Chandler? Is the zipline done?
Jeez.
Zach, did you really just do that?
Fam.
What?
Zach,
Did I
come
do
on,
what?
bro. Why'd you fart on the
What
mic?
did I
You
do?
started
Wait,
on
what?
the stream, bro.
Why'd you fart on
Wait, that
the
actually was not. That
You
was
did,
Taylor
bro.
making a fart noise.
Zach,
No, it wasn't.
why'd
I'm
you
not even-
fart on the
You do
mic?
it every
not.
night. You do
I
it
did
every
not.
night.
You
I
heard it
did
here
not.
first, folks. Zach farted on the mic.
I didn't. I actually didn't.
So this is my inventory. I have two of the 8 gun parts. No, I have 3 of the 8.
Chandler, watch me go on the zip line.
Watch me whip. Watch me nay nay.
Chandler, you're not even over here.
Watch me whip. Whip. Watch me nay nay. Watch me do. Watch me whip. Watch me nay nay.
Whoa!
Watch me
Dude,
whip.
zipline works
whip.
good.
Watch me nay nay.
Oh, shoot. Hey, we messed up, boys. It launches you into the ocean.
Really? I'm gonna go pick a fight with some natives. BRB.
Hold on. What if I build a... I'm gonna do some mining right here.
You need funny content for the viewers, so I need to go find funny content for the viewers, so I'm gonna go probably die. Fun fact, to those viewers watching at home, this is a 4-player game, and I am the only one of us 4 players to not have died so far. So,
Yes.
let's see. Zach has died, like, infinite times. Like,
Yeah, because you guys keep letting me... Like, you guys kill me.
every time we log on,
Daily.
Zach dies. Tyson's
actually
died
haven't
a
died
couple
today.
times.
I haven't died today.
Ethan has died once, because Ethan's a pretty good gamer. I'm cautious, as one would say. So, you know.
Alright. Tyson, we need logs for this.
For
I'm
what?
making this-
Zip line?
Yeah, I built like a little bit of a platform behind Ethan's old house.
A platform?
Yeah.
I
So,
don't know
because
about you
like
guys, but I
well,
really
we get
enjoy this
launched-
game.
we get launched into the ocean. So now
I
like we
love
don't get
this
launched
game.
into the ocean.
Don't do that.
I don't want
Why?
to play it on my
Platforms, that
lonesome.
looks ugly as shit.
So what do you want me to do then?
Tyson,
Just get
swear
launched into
words.
the ocean?
Uh-huh. We sure as hell ain't making these.
Well, look,
Making
watch
Ethan's
what
house look
happens.
like a damn eyesore, boy.
That is a camera.
Watch.
I'm watching.
Look what happens.
I'm watching. Do we have any viewers on the stream?
I don't think so. I don't think anyone's watching.
And okay, I mean, I guess if I like stop right about here.
Zach, send
Nope.
more women. Tell them to
Still
watch
not.
my stream.
Zach, can you simp more women, please, for the stream?
I am not a simp.
You simp all your coworkers
Just be
at
like,
Mount
I
Hood
did-
Theater. Everyone,
I did
Zachary
not
Jeffress,
simp that
assistant manager at Mount Hood Theater, simps his coworkers.
I did not simp that
Okay.
woman.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Zach's a simp. I think he honestly just has friendships with his women. That being
Thank you.
said, it's very funny to call the zip.
There we go. So I guess if we stop it early,
You can't go the other
let
way.
us get back.
But anyway,
Yeah, but okay,
Zach,
wait, but Tyson, what if we do a zip line to that one and like we have like a whole
Just
circle
two zip
going?
lines. Let's do it. Wait. Hold
Oh,
up.
we could do like a second zip line going back. So you just go like wee back and forth. We could do one to your house.
I want to
Let's
stream
do.
some Persona 5
Yeah.
Royale.
Or no. Let's do. Wait, did you leave? Oh no, you're. Wait, Chandler, what are you doing?
I'm trying to pick a fight with
He's
natives,
trying to
but there ain't
kick
no
up some
natives.
good content.
Just trying to get some good content. For the
Oh shit, I
stream.
see an Armsy. Oh shit,
Are
I
you
see an Armsy.
Are you stream sniping?
There's like an
Do you need the
Armsy
boys
and
to
like
come out?
3 natives.
Do you need help?
Don't
They're
do it.
not.
Me and Zach fought one while you were gone. We
I
both,
nearly
like,
lost my
really
life.
died.
Alright, I'm gonna aim a slingshot.
I sent the stream to like 3 people. Nobody even opened the.
I hit him! Oh god, they're after me. Oh god, no.
Don't die.
I'm running.
Tyson, how long does it take to set up a little zip line?
I already built it
Miss
for you.
Molly?
I built it for you guys. I put hours into that zip line.
You didn't
Well, you
build
did
it. I
nothing.
did.
I built it.
You know who built it? You really want to know who built it?
What?
Yo mama.
Stop.
Just don't talk about my mother ever again.
Hey guys, my name's
Can you guys stop bullying me, please?
We're
For
not
one
bullying
day.
you nearly as much as we usually do.
And why is that, Tyson?
It's your
Because it's your
birthday.
birthday. So enjoy it while it lasts. you little shit.
The one day of year Zach gets bullied slightly less.
It's called being courteous, okay?
Alright, Zach.
You guys need a log? Cause I have a log.
I don't see the outline for a zip line.
By the way,
There.
this is our happy birthday
there it
trap.
is.
I don't know why it's called the happy birthday trap, but it's the happy birthday trap. And this is the Fantastic
Let's
Four
go get
trap.
some logs.
Here, I'm gonna build a rope for the thing real
Get
quick.
the logs.
Is that natives? Is that what I wanted? I want some blood. So I'm gonna go after these guys for
And
the
this
honor
is
of
Zach, our
samurai.
honorary island simp.
He's sensing all the natives. This is what I
Simp for
think
no
about your.
natives.
We'll show you the type of natives he simps on if you can get
What is it
back.
gonna be?
You know exactly what it's gonna
I
be.
don't know which one.
I'm bringing
Spider?
one back. I'm bringing one
The
back.
one with its fucking titties out. I really want your coworkers to see this, Zach, so I can out you for simping.
I really want them to see it so then you're caught on stream going like, telling them that you want to have sexual intercourse with them.
Yeah, because I definitely said that.
You did. You
No, I
started
didn't.
out by saying that.
No, I didn't.
I mean, hold on.
I believe the quote was, I wanna fuck. I didn't say a person in specifics.
Well, hold on. Let's take a look.
What are you doing? Are you going back in the stream?
The sim.
Can you actually rewind the stream?
Yeah, you just use the water though. No, that's bites the dust. That rewinds time. Who am I kidding? And I call myself a JoJo fan. And I call myself a JoJo.
You're a fake JoJo fan, bro. Zach's just running around like an idiot, not getting logs.
Am I right, ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
There's more than just those two, Chandler. Can you please address everyone?
Wait, are there people on the people watching?
Never mind, I was gonna make a inappropriate reference.
Inappropriate reference to what, yo mama?
Nothing. I just hope Zach's coworkers aren't on here so I can see something stupid.
I don't think anyone's on here, so you can say whatever. You can say the N-word.
I was gonna say, ladies, gentlemen, and all other members of the LGBTQ plus community. because we have to address all genders.
That's homophobic. You know, I think we can.
Hey Tyson. Hey Tyson.
What?
Hold on. Wait. Let me kill this guy. Shit. He's running all around.
I'm coming.
Alright, there we go. Tyson, if you could listen to this.
Did you save, bro?
Wait.
Hold on a second. Bro, hurry up. Zach's a simp. Zach simps all of his co-workers at
Wait.
It's caught on camera, boys. It's caught on camera. Zachary is a simp.
You know what? I've been wanting to make an anime video for so long. This might as well be it. Alright guys, this has gone from a forest stream to me ranking my anime.
Zach's a simp. Come on, simp.
Zach, I haven't seen any evidence yet. Now he muted his mic so he could go simp even more.
Alright, so welcome back to the anime ranking video. So we're going to start at the bottom and work our ways up. So at the lowest tier, we have Diabolic.
Okay, wait. I got it.
Let me hear it.
Just be like, hey, remember that guy Chandler? He's streaming. Tell her Tyson, tell her official crazy one wants to fuck.
Who's her? I didn't hear anything
Oh,
about
if I
that.
rewind it
Who's her?
earlier, Chandler says her name.
Wow, you're really doxing
Alright.
people, bro. That's kind of cringe.
Okay, Chandler, I want to hear this anime ranking.
Okay,
Wait.
so I'm
Is it anime characters or just animes in general?
this is a ranking of every anime I've ever seen. Now, to preface this, I will be giving them a score of 0 to 10. This is not a quality score. This is a score of how much I enjoyed watching it, and I will kind of like
This is
try
like a
to.
tier list?
Yes, but I'm not gonna go like F, D, C, B, A.
Understandable.
I'm just gonna say numbers. So at the lowest score, we have Diabolic Lovers, which is a shit show in anime form. What Diabolic Lovers is basically it is a anime about this girl who gets sent to a mysterious mansion, and it's filled with hot, sexy preteen vampires, and they all just drink her blood, and it's garbage. It's garbage.
Have you seen that clip of like it's like a news reporter and she says out of a comic book store. She's like, it's International Comic Book Day. Let's see what they're getting. And this guy in like a fedora, they're like, oh, what did you get? And he's like, it's called Brother Sister.
No, I have not
Like,
seen that, but I know where it's going.
The reporter's like, oh, what's that about? Like a brother sister.
Did you finish it?
duo?
What'd you get?
And they're
An
like,
80.
no, it's about a brother and a sister, and
Yeah.
they fuck each other.
For everything in the picture. Really? Oh. How?
Hey Tyson, should I remind you that you're on a stream right now? It's kind
Oh,
of rude.
sorry.
Anyway, Diabolic Lovers is not that good. The best
job,
part of the
boy.
show is when the boys
Don't
kiss
say
the
that
girl,
shit for last day.
which
I think, see, I'm gonna mute myself.
I kept a count of all the times the vampire boys kiss the girl. It happens like 5 times in the show, so not worth a watch, even if you're just into kissing. If you're into sucking blood, then fine. Next up is Death Note. Uh-oh, popular anime alert. I would give this one a 6.67 out of 10. Why?
Well, this means Zach are building a zipline for fun.
Why would I give it a 6.67 out of 10? Because 2/3 of the anime is good, and the last third is complete and utter garbage. People call it like phenomenal and like, oh, it's one of the best things ever made. Like, not really. But like, I don't know. Some of it's okay.
Zach, we got a problem.
What's
What's
the
the
problem?
problem?
Fucking zipline don't work. Oh shit.
Uh-oh, the zip line doesn't work. Next up. So okay. Next anime I watched is called Gamers with an exclamation point.
Is it actually called Gamers?
It's called Gamers. There's an
Oh my
anime.
god, what the fuck was that?
As you
Jesus.
guys can see. Oh, so basically, there's an anime that I'll talk about later. That's a rom-com that is like, it's my third favorite anime. It's very good, and I heard Gamers was comparable to this rom-com, so I was like, okay, I'll enjoy Gamers, and I watched Gamers, and honestly, it was pretty bad, because one of my least favorite things in like just anything is like a guy with no redeemable qualities, like
By the way,
somehow
Zach, I broke the
somehow
line.
gets the girl that's like super hot, like
It's-
the Big
it-
Bang
I-
Theory, for example. Like Leonard is just a terrible human being, and
Yeah.
somehow he still gets a decent looking woman. Like, huh?
Kind of story.
And that's what happens in Gamers. It's like a guy who's like kind of just a NEET, which if you don't know what a NEET is, it's not employed, educated, or in training. And it's just basically a phrase to term
So
someone
Zach,
who
it didn't
does
work because it
absolutely
works on
nothing
an
with their
incline,
life.
so whatever has the highest
And
incline
it's
is the starting
the
point. So
anime
it's just this-
Gamers stars a guy like that. And if I'm being honest with you guys, the only reason I watched the show and finished it was because there was a very nice woman in it called like Chiaki Hishironi. I can't remember. Probably Lizani or something like that. She was very cute. Like if someone talked to her, she'd be like this, but she'd say it very cute. So like, it's a 6.9 out of 10. The only reason it's a 6.9 is because, haha, funny number. Next up,
funny.
we have Overlord Season 1.
Hey, Chandler.
Hmm.
Are you planning on like deleting this once it comes out,
No.
or is it staying on your channel?
Staying on my channel. All my streams
For
stay on my
good?
channel.
I'll send it to you, Steven.
Good.
Someone's watching right now.
Why?
It's me that's watching.
Oh.
Why do
Well,
you not,
actually,
why do you not
what-
want it on?
oh no, I do.
He wants to show his coworkers. I said I wanted to.
Anyway,
Because it's funny.
It ain't funny, Zach.
enough from the peanut gallery. I'm in the middle of
Alright,
something.
back to the anime tier list.
So at 7.5, we have Overlord Season 1. Now you may be
Oh,
asking...
like the movie Overlord by J.J. Abrams?
No, this is an anime. So Overlord is an...
Have you seen the movie
Fucking
by
anime
J.J.
tier list, Zach.
No. Anyway, Overlord is an isekai, but instead of following the good
What's
guy...
an isekai?
Isekai is a genre of anime / manga / storytelling in Japan, where it's basically a character from the normal world, aka our world, is sent to another world, typically a fantasy world.
Chandler, can I take a quick break for a message from our sponsor real quick?
Yeah, of course. Go ahead.
Okay. Hold on one moment.
No.
I knew it was gonna be this.
I'm gonna get copyrighted. I'm gonna get copyrighted.
This is one of my favorite animes. Just wanted to let you guys know about Fanboy and Chum
I'm
Chum.
gonna get copyrighted.
Right in the middle of the tier list. I just wanted to Brain free.
I'm gonna get copyrighted.
Okay.
Sonic key. Anyway,
Zach, let's try to build something cool while Chandler's doing his tier list.
so
We gotta build
anyway,
something cool.
Anyway, Overlord Season 1. You may be
Trying to
asking,
think.
why Overlord Season 1? Aren't there 3 seasons of Overlord? Yes, there are. But I started watching Season 2, and the second episode focused on a bunch of fucking lizard people. And I just went, nope, I'm good. But Overlord Season 1 was okay. It was fine. I watched it in like an afternoon, and I wasn't like compelled to watch anymore, but I didn't hate it.
Why you running?
Honestly, I wouldn't really recommend it, but
Did that actually hit you?
it was just fine.
Kinda.
What
Next
happened
up,
to the arrow?
next
What
up,
do you mean kinda? It can't just kinda hit you.
next up on the list, we
Wait,
have
what did you give Overlord out of 10?
Overlord Season 1 was a 7.5.
Oh, that's not bad.
My
That
rule is I typically don't recommend anything above a 7.8
Why don't
Really?
you recommend anything above it?
because any other
He
anime
means he
below
doesn't recommend something unless it's above 7.8.
Oh, above. Okay, I
like
was thinking
7.
like
Or above. Anyway, so next up we have two tied at 7.8, but the first one is Cells at Work. Cells at Work is just a fun little cute anime. It's one of those just turn your brains off and just watch it. Like some people are like, oh, it's intellectual.
oh like Fanboy
Rick
Chum
and
Chum.
Morty. Rick and Morty.
Fanboy and Chum Chum.
Rick and Morty's intellectual.
I would say Fanboy and Chum Chum, but continue.
But-
Or Build Destroy with Andrew WK.
Cells at Work
Or
is
what about Dude, What Would Happen?
Cells at Work is just a funny little anime that I watched. But it's over, so
Sorry, Chandler. Oh, that brings back some memories.
Wait, hey, Tyson. I have an idea.
anyway.
Yeah, what's up?
Wait, what if we build a zip line from one of our houses to the shore? Because that's like above.
The
And then
other
we
anime
wouldn't
tied at
have to go over the
7.8
bridge all the
is an
time.
anime titled Blend S. You guys might remember Blend S because it's from the meme where it's like, smile, sweet, sister, sadistic, surprise,
one.
savis. It was okay. It's kind of cute, kind of not. I don't know. It wasn't like,
I totally forgot about Dude What Happened.
it wasn't great, but it wasn't bad.
What were the other like live action Cartoon Network ones?
Blend S was kind of like one of the first. It was like, it's still my like first couple animes I saw. So initially I gave it like a high review, but after watching a lot of better anime, it just kind of fell. But it was still enjoyable.
Honestly,
Next
like
up.
an anime that a lot of people like don't give enough credit to, and like I'm not even joking, is have you guys heard of a Codename Kid Next Door? So it's this anime.
Zach, can you turn your privacy settings to not being recorded? Because I'm tired of hearing your voice. And I think my viewers would agree that they're tired of hearing your voice.
I was promised an anime tier list.
And I'm getting shit like Codename Next Door. No.
It's Codename Kid Next Door.
Okay, next anime. So I have two animes tied up at 8.5. The first one is called Saga of Tanya the Evil.
Is the next one called Zombieland Saga?
Dude, you're spoiling the tier list.
Oh, I was just guessing.
But the next one is not Zombieland Saga.
Shit.
Anyway, Saga of Tanya the Evil. It was weird, but it was actually pretty good.
I'm gonna sit at the bench and listen to Chandler's.
I really enjoyed it.
Do you just not care about my thoughts?
Basically, Saga of Tanya the Evil is like a guy. It's another isekai. So it's a guy in
6 minutes
our
past
world.
midnight, not my birthday anymore. See, now you guys are just bullying me, huh?
Oh shit, it's not your birthday anymore? Hell yeah, now we can fucking go to town. Now we can go to town. Tyson, turn building destruction on.
No, don't.
I'm just gonna be waiting right here.
No. Go back to
Anyway.
the tier list, Chandler. I was enjoying listening.
I
Anyway,
was also joining.
but you keep on interrupting about your shitty Western
I'm adding
animes.
commentary.
So Saga of Tanya the Evil is another isekai, and that's a guy from our world, and he's like in Japan, and he dies, and he's sent to like a reimagining of World War I/World War II, and basically he's like a 9-year-old girl, but he has to fight in World War I, and there's
Oh,
magic.
you told me about this.
As dumb as it sounds, it's pretty entertaining, and there's a movie, and the movie is very, very, very good. Like, the
Is it
movie
pretty
was
kooky?
no. It is not kooky. It is good. Next up on my tier list is an anime that, like, I think 3 people has watched, me being one of those 3. It's called Happy Sugar Life, and it's pretty interesting. It's one of those anime that it's kind of like The Lighthouse, where I don't want to
Like the
tell you,
movie The Lighthouse?
like the movie The Lighthouse, where
I never seen that.
it's weird, but if you watch it, you really enjoy it.
I
So
thought about buying that today because it was on sale.
Movie. I wouldn't buy it though.
Really?
I wouldn't watch it like more than like I'd watch it again, but then I wouldn't need to watch it ever again.
The Lighthouse
Like,
is one of my
I know
favorite movies
Jojo
of all time.
Rabbit's also on sale, and I thought about getting Jojo Rabbit because I really wanted to see it, and I heard really good things.
I mean, you could buy the Lighthouse. It's really cool. It's just like I wouldn't buy it, but like not because it's any bad of a movie. It's just not one of those movies that I need to rewatch a ton.
Maybe.
Sorry, Chandler. Continue.
It was a
Sorry.
You whore.
It was an accident.
Happy Sugar
You
Life.
legally can't get mad.
Happy Sugar Life, very good, very interesting. It's probably one of the most animes that I've had to like think the most about. Like, oh, what does that mean? Oh, what does that mean? And I really enjoyed it for
why are
that.
her titties so big?
No.
Oh, why
it's
do
not one
I
of
have
those.
to read all the subtitles? That's why I have to think a lot because it's like
Zach,
you watch
Zach,
with one eye,
just
but then the
speed the
subtitles,
party.
and like you have to think about what everybody's saying.
All right, Zach. That's enough. That's enough.
That's
idea.
why I only watched my animes when they're dubbed. That's
Zach-
the good way to watch it.
Zach, I have to take a
Alright?
break. I'll be right
No.
back. Make sure to
No.
entertain the loyal subscribers.
Why do you have to take a break? If we have to run the stream later on, that's a really bad idea.
Yeah.
Alright, so Zach, while he's gone, we're gonna do a Cartoon Network tier list, and there's only one
Oh, let's
tier.
actually do that.
There's only S tier because I can't think of an original Cartoon Network show that wouldn't be an S tier.
Uncle Grandpa.
Uncle Grandpa would be like D.
Yeah. Okay, no, let's actually do it, okay?
But so we'll just start
So-
rated S tier. I'm gonna start by putting. I'm gonna do a couple cartoons. I'm gonna do 2 because they're kind of similar. I'm gonna put regular show and
Yeah.
Adventure Time in S
I would
tier.
agree with that.
So I just want
honestly,
to
I
say,
would-
Adventure. Hold on, I just want to chat about these for a second for the viewers. So regular show, it's like really like I don't know. It just has like an interesting concept. You know,
I
they're
really
running
like-
a
I
park.
really like regular show because it reminds me a lot of our days at Glendevere.
Yeah,
it's
they're
like
running
to,
the
like-
park, which is like the
Yeah.
premise, but it's just like weird adventures happening, and then Adventure Time's literally just like batshit insane, but it's fun to
Well,
watch.
but and also like the thing with Adventure Time that's nice is like it actually has like an overarching like story and like it can get like pretty deep, which I like.
Yeah.
Regular show is a lot more like goofy, like
Am I still streaming?
yeah. So
Okay.
I don't know if you saw this. There was like a clip I saw the other day who had like Muscle Man, and he was like a professor at like some college, and he was like, and that is why E equals 23. And he was like, any questions? And then
Yeah.
Mordecai raises his hand. He's like, yeah. My question is, do you know anybody else who is E equals 23? And he's like, yes. The answer to that question would be my mom. I just thought it was so funny. Yes, the answer to that would be my mom.
Anyways, we have
Anyway, no wait, we started a new tier list. We're doing Cartoon Network.
no.
tier
I'm
list.
not done with my anime shows.
Okay, well when Chandler takes another break, we'll continue this conversation.
So, I have 3 animes tied at 8.7 out of 10. The first one I'm
8.7
gonna,
is pretty good.
the
Pretty
first
good.
one. No, honestly, these 3 animes I really love. Like anything
Is it Teen
8.7,
Titans Go to the movies?
anything above an 8.7, I genuinely love, and like I think is a really good anime. So first up, I'm gonna talk about Ray Zero. Ray Zero is a lot better than I thought. I thought Ray Zero was just gonna be a harem, which if you don't know what a harem is basically one guy, and every girl is just a bunch of very hot women, and they all want to fug him.
Does it have to do with a harem? Because like a harem is when you have like multiple like wives and stuff.
Yeah, it's the same thing. I probably just said it wrong. Anyway,
Yeah, because like That's what a harem is.
I thought Razor
Way
was
to
gonna
throw
be
Chandler
like
under the
that.
bus.
No, I wasn't trying to. I was just asking a
I thought
question.
Razor was gonna be like that, but it was actually like it was one of the most depressing animes I've ever seen, but it was still really, really like really good. Like it
I think
was.
the most depressing anime I've seen is Tyson's videos and life.
Chandler,
Anyway,
please continue.
enough with the simp.
Enough from the simp.
Anyway,
That
enough
was
on the
that was
simp.
a Dark Knight reference.
But it was like one of the most depressing anime I've ever seen. It has
Zach,
some of
you
the
don't need to
most
gather
like
rocks for this.
it has some of the most genuinely uplifting moments of any anime I've ever seen. It was really an interesting dichotomy, and it gave me my second waifu. It like
What are you building, Tyson?
A little wall.
if you don't know, I have
Build the
my
wall.
waifu is from Persona 5, and her name is Makoto Nijima, and I am
Wait, Tyson, if you
Just
build
to
the wall,
confirm, that is Chandler's waifu.
I love
how are we
her.
gonna get to the? How are we gonna get to my house if there's a wall?
You can climb on top of it.
But there was a
Yeah, we gotta
girl.
get a running start.
There was a girl in Re:Zero that very briefly made me reconsider
Fuck, you
my
can't climb on top of it.
my waifu.
Okay.
It's still Makoto, but there's a girl in there who's very good. Her name is Rem. Anyway, that Razor is very good. I don't want to say too much. It's just very good.
We're gonna have to destroy the wall, Tyson.
Y'all should
No,
watch
don't.
it.
Bruh,
You
don't.
can't get up.
Yeah, you just fucking did, bro.
No, yeah, that's because I was able to go around.
I did
Right
it.
here.
The second anime that I would like to
Zach,
recommend
this is my wall on my house. You're not gonna
in the
fuck it up.
I'm just saying.
8.7 tier
Like,
is entitled
Wait, come up with-
Castlevania.
Watch
come up.
this. Watch.
The Castlevania anime on Netflix
You look like a
is
fool right now.
really, really good,
like a fool.
honestly.
What about you, little
It
fucking piece of shit?
has some of the best fight scenes I've ever seen in any animation.
I
like,
actually
ever.
have seen that anime, and I've seen it. It's pretty good. I agree with Chando.
Castlevania
like-
is so honestly, if you're not
It's really good.
into
That looks
anything
so
but
funny,
fight
Zach, when you
scenes,
go on that.
What?
please.
That looks funny when you do that.
Castlevania has some of the best fight scenes ever. Like it's so
Dude,
well
it's dope.
animated.
It got me into like playing the Castlevania games.
Castlevania is so good.
Zach, you wanna help me build my rock wall?
Anyway,
Okay,
Just
but
gonna
it's
take
so hard to
forever.
get. I don't get why. Why don't you just take out this section so
I
you can
don't-
actually like get on?
Wait, hold on. What's 150 divided by 5? That means I'm gonna have to go up and down this 30 times. That's actually not that bad.
the third anime in my
You're not gonna be able to get to my house now.
my 8.7 tier.
Yeah, I am.
The third
Don't
and
worry, I've
final
already thought
anime
about
in
this.
my 8.7 tier is a little anime called Monster Musume. Monster Musume is a shit show. It is dumb. It is just bad. Not bad. It is dumb.
Wait, I thought you were on the high part of the tier list.
Yeah, I am.
Oh.
But
But why are you saying it's bad?
it's not bad. It's self-aware. It's a harem,
Harem.
but with monster girls, and it's just so good. Like I can't describe how good it is. It's just good. If you're willing to watch a bunch of monster girls want to fuck this one guy, it's worth a watch.
I mean, I guess that's
Monster
pretty
Mus-
wizard, Zach. You can get over the thing to your place. I just tested it.
Right now, we are
So
in my
How?
we are in my top 5 favorite
Dude, you
animes that I've ever seen.
I just did it.
These
Top
animes,
5 ever?
yes.
That's intense.
Well,
I noticed you haven't said JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Is this gonna be in the top 5?
Zach, you're spoiling it.
How am I spoiling? I don't know what the answers are.
Yeah, you're
Just
spoiling it for
wait.
the viewers.
Wait.
I asked a question. I asked a question.
So, number 5, we have
Fucking idiot.
Konosuba.
We're all thinking it. I'm just not
Konosuba,
brave enough to say it.
Konosuba is a very, very, very good anime. The characters are all great. It's one of the funniest things I've ever watched. Like,
It's pretty kooky.
it is. It's very funny. Like, honestly, like, If you just want to laugh, watch Konosuba. If you're just like, man, I'm kind of in a shit mood or I'm in a shit place, watch Konosuba. It's funny as fuck. It is one of the.
Language.
It's funny as hell. It's one of the
Heck.
funniest things I've ever seen. Like, literally watch it. There's so many, like, jokes in it. I know that's, like, what a good comedy
I
show
hate
is.
this Rockwell Tyson. It's hard to get over. And
Just watch it.
It's kind of retarded.
Number
Yeah.
4. Number
So where
4
are we
getting rid of
building
it.
is...
Oh wait, you can get rid of parts.
Wait, what?
Shit.
How?
Number 4...
Chandler, don't build any more wall.
Number 4 should not be
Yeah,
my
Chandler,
number
I'm getting
4.
rid of it. It's fucking stupid.
Number
But-
13, Burger King foot lettuce.
First of all, it's number 15, Burger King foot lettuce, but whatever.
You're right. Are we just whacking it with axe?
Yeah. I turned building destruction on.
So number
Don't
4
break my house, bro.
is an anime called Isekai Quartet. You may go, what's Isekai Quartet? Do you remember the animes Konosuba, Re:Zero, Overlord, and Saga of Tanya the Evil that I have mentioned
I do.
before? Well, Isekai Quartet is an anime that combines all 4 of them and puts them in a school. Isekai
Oh, so it's like a
Quartet,
crossover episode.
it is. It's
Oh,
a
let me repair my
crossover
house.
series. The word that I would best describe Isekai Quartet is unapologetically dumb. But it's so funny, and just what the characters do, that, like, I was watching the second season as it aired, and I would literally wait for each episode to come out, and it was just such a great experience. It's such a dumb anime, but it's so good. I would recommend Isekai Quartet along with another anime in my top 5. I probably wouldn't recommend them just because it's like, I recommend Isekai Quartet because I've watched all of the other 4 anime in Isekai Quartet, and that's why I think I loved it so much. Is besides from Konosuba, they're not really comedic anime. Like, Overlord has some comedic elements, but it's pretty serious. At least Overlord season 1. And then Re:Zero is depressing, and Saga of Tanya the Evil is a war anime. And to see them all in a high school, it's just an experience unlike anything else I've ever watched. Like, and they keep on adding more anime. Like, they added an anime called Rise of the Shield Hero, which I haven't watched and I will not
Is that the
watch.
Sweet.
entire show?
So,
Sorry, I'm talking to this dude.
so wait, in this anime though, like, how are they able to just combine a bunch of them into like a school? Like, is it all made by the same guy?
What do you mean by is it all made by the same
Like,
guy?
Does
I'm
it have the same
assuming
like
these
creator and writers,
Yeah.
and they just put it all together, or is it like separate?
It's made by the same producer, if that makes sense.
Okay, that makes sense.
So, like, you know how anime, they're produced by different things.
Is this done, Chandler?
Yeah, it's done.
Okay. Let's
They're all
test it out.
produced by something called Kadokawa, and so, you know,
Cattle.
they're all just like, yeah, throw them all in there. And I've watched the 4 that I've said, and then they just recently, spoilers for the second to last episode of season 2, they added an anime called Cautious Hero, which I've watched a couple episodes of, and I didn't really get into it, but, like, you know, they added another episode.
Do you land on the platform?
No. I get...
What do you mean? Oh, shoot.
Zach, why did you build this trash?
I don't know. I wanted to...
You
I
can
did-
jump off the zipline right before
I
and
don't
land
want
on
to
the
have
roof.
to jump.
This is stupid. You're just gonna jump on the ground anyway. What's the fucking point of it?
Anyway, Isekai Quartet
Don't break my creation.
is a number 4, and
I will destroy your house if you do this.
it's
Fine, you just fucking have your platform.
I would call it a 9.0 out of 10 in terms of my enjoyment. I really enjoyed watching it. It was very good.
What's keeping it from a 10, Chandler?
The art style and the length of the episodes.
Okay.
The art style. Do you know what chibi is?
Like Chibi
No.
Robo?
Chibi is like
Chibi Robo Ziplash.
simplified and like squished down to look younger, and the length of the episodes are 11 minutes long.
Oh, I hate that.
So if it was literally like, if like, the thing I love most about the show is seeing characters from the animes that are different interact with each other. Like, I love that shit. So if they had longer episodes, I would love the anime more. But honestly, it's a 9.0 out of 10. Coming in at no, I heard a native.
Coming in at number what? Number
Coming
one?
number 3. We're at number
Oh.
3. This is I think it's a 9.55 out of 10. Yep.
Wow.
Is an anime called Kaguya-sama Love is War. Kaguya-sama Love is War is it's phenomenal. It's a rom-com, and I don't really like rom-coms, but it's like hilarious.
I'll be honest, I kind of like rom-coms.
I kind of really like rom-coms.
Yeah, like it's
I
kind of
guess-
unhealthy.
Have you ever heard of a kooky rom-com called Blended, starring Adam Sandler? I love it. I'm
I've
kidding, I
heard of
don't.
it.
It's
Anyway.
not very good.
Only rom-com I've seen that I liked is called Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Tiffany's? I've seen that. It's
That was,
alright.
that was really good. I really enjoyed that movie.
Wait,
Anyway,
didn't you like, Last Christmas? That's a rom-com.
I like yeah, okay, fine. I like two rom-coms.
Zach, do you remember
told me
Wyatt
Last Christmas
Miller?
is one of the
Remember
best
Wyatt
movies,
Miller
so- Yeah.
watched, I don't know if you were working this night, but he watched 50 First Dates, and he said,
Yeah.
he said it was like one of the best movies he's ever seen, and that he like cried during it in a movie.
seen it?
Movies never made him cry. Yeah, I've seen it. It's good.
It's alright. Like,
But it's not like, he was like, dude, it was so good. Zach, why are you building these ugly fucking ass platforms?
just let me do my thing.
Fine.
Back to
You like, you build a
Kaguya-sama Love
houseboat?
at War. Kaguya-sama Love is War is genuinely it's genuinely funny. Like, I laughed out loud. Like, I said Konosuba was really funny. Kaguya-sama is just as funny, and it's got really well developed characters, and like the last episode, oh, that shit is good. You just like watch it and you're like, so like, I don't know if I've been that.
強くしてあげるね
What is that?
Odds are it's hentai.
Sorry.
It's called hentai and it's art.
Sorry, Chandler, you can continue.
After he was so rudely interrupted.
Chandler's killing me. Sorry. Sorry.
I need isolation.
Don't leave us again.
Anyway, so
What kind of world do we live in where a man can't even talk about his favorite anime in peace? You should be ashamed.
I'm gonna wrap up
yourselves.
Kaguya-sama. Even though I want to talk about it more, I can tell these two don't want to hear me talk about it.
Do it. We got all night, bro.
Go for it. I
It's
don't got
very-
class in the morning.
It's very good. The last episode, I've never been so like enveloped in a character drama. Like, I don't know, in so long. Like, I can't even remember, but like, I legit like was hurting for the main character. It was
Was he
just
simping?
was she
Oh, sorry. I just didn't think that
she wasn't
okay.
simping.
Not everyone has to be a boy, Zach.
And not everyone in love is a
Misogynist
simp,
No, I'm not. I know that not everyone's a boy.
and not everyone
I know
who
women.
is in love is a simp. Okay.
I'm not a simp and I'm not in love.
Anyway,
Wait, Chandler, can I ask a quick question?
No.
What do you, when rating an anime, what is the most important like point? Like, what's the most important aspect of the show that influences your rating?
Is it booby girth?
Okay, I was
Prob-
actually asking a serious question, Zach.
honestly, probably the characters. If the characters are good, I will like the anime more, and I will forget the plot.
Yeah, but like, what if like they don't have good booby? You don't want to watch that.
For example, Kaguya-sama flat out doesn't really have a plot. But
Yeah,
like the
but it's
main
just a good show.
honestly the main four characters are just so entertaining to
Is that
watch
mine?
that
Oh
like
shoot,
Yeah.
dude, I got villagers. Chandler, you want to kill a
I
villager on
thought I
stream?
watched mine.
Go get him.
I've already killed one villager on stream. I'll
I
kill
know, I'm
another.
just trying to get my wood back. So I can
I'm trying
finish
to look on
building
my
my
damn
thing.
house, boy.
Anyway, but yeah, to answer your question, it's probably the characters. Cause
Okay.
like it's just the characters are what you see most in an
Chandler
anime.
on fire.
So it makes sense if they have to be good, you know?
Understandable.
Because if they're not good, then why watch it?
Okay, what's number one then? Wasn't that your
I
number
haven't
two?
even got to number 2. That was
Oh, what's
number
number two?
Zombieland Saga.
I knew it was gonna be that, which means I know what number one is.
Zombieland Saga is such a good anime. I want you guys to know,
What is it about?
Zombieland Saga is a 9.59 out of 10.
I'm gonna go hunting.
Zombieland
Hold on, I'll come
Saga
with you.
is about 7 girls who died and are resurrected as zombies, and they must become idols to save the Japan region.
Just leave it to that. Just leave it right
known-
at the front, Zach.
known as Saga.
I'm gonna
That
go
is-
put it by my work.
That is the plot of Zombieland Saga, but honestly, like, Zombieland Saga is the anime that I have seen the most times, like, through.
How many
How
times
many
have you watched?
seasons is it?
Let me put it in perspective, okay? I have seen Kaguya-sama and Konosuba 3 times through. I have seen Zombieland Saga 9 times through.
Whoa.
And I
How,
started...
how much of Zombieland Saga is there?
There's only 12 episodes, but still, I've watched the
Total?
same... Yeah, I've watched the same 12 episodes 9 times.
So
Yes.
that show is your top 2 in a matter of 12 episodes. That's pretty impressive.
It's
Now,
Why'd you
how
say
long
so
are
much?
each episode?
25 minutes, I don't know.
Oh, so they're not even an hour long. So, that's only, what, 6 hours worth of content? And it's number 2. That's impressive.
It's honestly like if you had just rewound about a year and you had told me a year ago that one of my favorite, like, not just my favorite animes, one of my favorite things is an anime about idols and their zombies, I would have been like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But
Tyson, wait up.
it's just so entertaining. Like, the characters are so... I don't even know if, like... Honestly, I've thought a lot about this show. I don't even know if the characters are well developed. I just love them so much. I don't care at this point. Every time I've watched the anime, I've grown to appreciate another character. Like, first time I watched it, I enjoyed a character named Kotaro. The second time, it was Sakura. And then, like, as time went on, I just grew to appreciate each character more and more, to the point where I just appreciate every single character in the show. So, like, it's just so good. And honestly, like, I would just recommend it to anyone. It's really funny. Like, I don't know. I just love it. If people don't like it, I get it, because, like, they're like, oh,
How is it like critically seen? Do other people like it?
I don't know. I haven't really looked it up, but honestly, I just love it. So I don't really care what other people think. I just know that I love
That's
it.
good. No, I respect that.
I think a while ago I was bored, so I was looking up like Crunchyroll's top nominated anime of the year, and it was nominated for anime of the year. But I know it didn't win, but I don't know. It was
But
just,
that's not your concern.
no. All I'm concerned with is if I liked it, and I did like it. So, So, yeah, Zombieland Saga is just honestly, it's a delight. It's a delight to watch. I loved it. It's one of my favorite things. I've bought a couple bits of merchandise for it. I bought I don't like to buy DVDs because I personally think DVDs are dead medium. But
Yeah.
I'll buy it for like a couple things that I personally like. You know, just
Forest Epic.
Hey
And you know
Tyson.
what they say, the medium is the message.
Hey
yeah.
Tyson.
What, Zach?
Did you know they're making another Walking Dead show called The
Really?
Walking Dead: The World Beyond?
That's stupid.
I know.
I'm so done with that whole...
Like, I never even liked Fear the Walking Dead.
No, I watched it the first season and I was like, fine, and I never really watched it again.
I
Sorry,
just
Chandler,
couldn't
you
get
can
back into
continue.
it. So, yeah, sorry.
Nah, you're good. Walking Dead. Anyway, so Zombie Saga, very good, very good. I would recommend it to anybody. Number one on my anime enjoyment, it gets a 9.6 out of 10. Honestly, barely beating out Zombieland Saga. Like, barely beating out Zombieland Saga. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
I knew it.
Yep,
Barely, though.
honestly, barely. But, like, honestly, JoJo's is probably the first, like, anime that I've ever watched. You know, like, in terms of, like, it was made in Japan. Because the first anime I ever watched was Castlevania.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was JoJo's
Yeah,
Bizarre
that's the same with
Adventure.
me.
But JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is just, like,
It's good.
it's really enjoyable.
I like it.
Neat.
Basically, how I view the parts is part one is a little boring and a little slow, but I really enjoy Dio, and so that keeps my interest in it. And then part two, I think part two is genuinely great media. Like,
Part 2 is, Joseph is my favorite
part two
of the
is just
JoJo's.
genuinely
I like
good.
Lisa, but that's just me.
She's hot. She's hot.
Nice.
But anyway, part two is
Hey
just
Tyson, bring back logs. I'm trying to do something. I'm building a higher platform so then I could build a zip line going back over.
Alright, home dog, I got you.
part
And I
two
need...
is genuinely good. Like,
Can you delete,
honestly.
like, one of your two just other platforms if you're making a new one? I don't want, like, 50
No.
platforms all over
I'm
the
only
place.
doing 3 platforms.
They're ugly, though.
I know.
Just
Unfortunately,
let me do it.
JoJo
It's
gets
like
a
a
bad
landing
rap,
strip.
but part two just surpasses anime in my opinion, and is just, if it's not great, it's just entertaining. Like, Joseph Joestar is such a well-written character. Like,
He's a cool dude.
I think
So what's your favorite
objectively,
part?
I'll get there.
Okay,
Objectively,
so...
part
I need
two is
about...
the best part.
Really?
Part
I'm
three is
liking part 3. I'm watching through it right now.
part three is very formulaic, and like I hate to say that because Jotaro is in my top 4 favorite like fictional characters slash things of all time.
See, that surprises me because, like, I'm saying it. I'm not a huge fan of Jotaro just because, like, he's just such like a mean person to like his mom and his grandpa and like.
I think you should have made it a little taller, to be quite honest.
See, but I was wondering if I could still like if I'd be able to jump up there if it was too tall.
You could always make stairs. Anyways, let's just build it. It's not that many logs. Continue, Chandler.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
know Jotaro's a meanie, but like I don't know, I just love him so much. I think he's just freaking epic, Lois. Also, I hear a Armsy. I don't know where he is. But I love Jotaro. I think he's very cool.
Should we sleep so then we can get some daylight to finish up this project?
Sure. Jotaro's great. But part 3 is what I would honestly call formulaic. In
Now
it's
don't
just,
spoil it. I'm watching it through it right now.
it's just a lot of the same thing happens. So
Well, I I thought part 2 was vastly different than part 1, but that's just because part 1 was dealing with Dio, part 2 was dealing with the, what are those called?
Pillarmen.
The masked, yeah, the Pillarmen.
Part 3 is very different from part 2, but I would
Mhm.
say that the part 2 episodes differ from each other to where they're still really interesting to watch. But a lot of the part 3 episodes are feeling this, like they feel the same.
Oh, okay. Like, is it like a lot of like filler content?
Yeah, I wouldn't say filler exactly. I don't know. Like, here's the thing. Even though I say JoJo Part 1 is boring and JoJo Part 3 is formulaic,
Hmm?
I still love it. Like, I
Alright, we're
still,
gonna go to sleep real quick, boys.
yeah,
Damn, Deegan and Sky are
Yeah?
still together.
Yeah, I know.
like, I still love Part 1 and Part 3. They're both very entertaining. Like, I still love them.
Tyson, come sleep.
And then, of course, the
Save
final,
when you wake up, boys. Both you save.
I
the
saved it tonight. I'll save again.
I saved. The
Alright.
final battle of Part 3 is just sublime. Like, just,
Damn, we're on day
it's just
35.
great.
What are we
Anyway,
doing, Zach?
So we're gonna finish that and then, whoa, shoot. Actually, is that gonna be high enough?
I don't know. But we might as
I
well
think
just
it'll
finish
be-
it. It's really not
I
that many
think it'll be
logs.
high enough to get it to, yours or to, oh, hold on, let me look. Here, let me go down the zip line.
It's not going to be high enough.
Part 3.
Hold on.
Right.
Because Ethan's house wasn't high enough, and Ethan's looks higher than that.
Very good, but for me, like, Part 4. Part 4 is by far my favorite part
Should I
of
destroy?
JoJo's.
Should I just destroy like these? The first
I-
one is where I land on, so we have to keep the first one.
Keep the first one, destroy this one. Then
Okay.
we turn building instruction on. I think I can think of a better idea.
And then build stairs. You say, like you think?
Oh, hold on. I have a good idea. Here, help me destroy this.
Timber. Oh gosh,
What?
I died. The thing fell on me.
Why is your health so low?
Oh,
Okay, hold on.
Anyway, Part 4 of JoJo's is my favorite part of JoJo's. And
Oof,
it's
strong
what,
statement.
it's what you
which
call
JoJo is that one?
Josuke Higashitaka.
Wait, how is he a JoJo then?
It has to deal with kanji.
What is kanji?
Kanji is another way of like writing in Japanese, and somehow it's like a joke. It's honestly like a joke. So I don't know.
Because like with Jotaro Kujo, it's Jotaro Joe, so it's still a JoJo, even though he's not a Joe Star.
I don't know. Honestly, it's confusing, but I
Oh,
would
shoot, dude, I got skipped over here.
I believe that it's in kanji.
I
Anyway,
think it's better just to get off at his roof.
it's
I
what
guess, and then
it's
you
what
just
you would
put the
call a
platform behind
slice
it.
of life anime.
I'm not doing a platform.
Well, then how are we gonna build a zip line going back? Zip line.
I personally think the characters in Part 4 are the best,
Wait,
and like all around. Like, of course, there's always a couple weak characters per part, but like
back.
Part 4 just has so many great characters, and the episodes are so entertaining, and the villain is really well written. Like, just
Wait, and
Part 4.
who's the villain? Isn't it Dio?
No, Dio's the villain in Part 3.
Uh,
But Part 4.
Zach, I found something out.
I can go on and on about Part 4. It's really good. It's just so good. And then Part 5 is
What's your
Part
plan,
5?
Tyson?
Part 5 is interesting. Part 5,
Who's the JoJo in part 5?
Giorno Giovanna.
Oh, yeah, I've heard it. Wait, I thought his name was like Giorno Giovanna or something.
That's what I said.
Oh, it sounded like you said Jarno. And I was like, a Jarno?
Here, just... Zach, go get more logs.
Anyway, part
Two
4
logs right here.
has
Okay.
Four.
some really good
Where am I
moments,
putting them?
but like I don't know.
Where you putting them?
There's a word that has been used to describe some not excellent movies, and it's called schlock. And that's what I would,
Schlock?
yeah, schlock. I've seen that used to describe some stuff, and I honestly would describe a lot of part 5 as schlock. Like,
So not a fan.
no, schlock means you love it, but it's so dumb that you love it. For
Okay, I need
example,
7 logs.
there's a fight called, I'm just gonna say it's called Giorno and Nista versus White Album. It's a great fight, but boy god, is it
Zach, what do you think
schlock.
about that idea? Look at it.
Hold on. Oh, interesting. Okay.
But yeah, that basically wraps up my my anime tier list. If you're really looking for a concise tier list, it goes JoJo's Zombieland Saga, Kaguya-sama Love is War, Isekai Quartet, Konosuba, Castlevania, Ray Zero, Monster Musume, Happy Sugar Life, Saga of Tiny the Evil, Cells at Work, Blend S, Overlord Season 1, Gamers, Death Note, Dialogue Lovers. That's pretty concise. And then if you're really, really looking for, say, my belief on the best parts of JoJo, it is 4 to big drop 5, 3,
Why'd you
1.
steal my fucking hand?
Okay, so I want to talk about a show I just finished watching. I'm all caught up on American Horror Story and Jeepers. That's a good show.
I've only seen the Roanoke season, and honestly, I really enjoyed the Roanoke season.
Now, what's surprising is according to the fan base, Roanoke is like one of the worst ones. But it's personally my favorite season. I thought it was really good.
I only watched the politics one and I absolutely hated it.
Yeah, so I finished Colt. So I'm going to rank them real quick, and it's going to go, Colt is my least favorite.
Which one's that? Oh, that was the one I watched. It just gets ridiculous.
I did not like the end. I didn't like it at all. Like, there was a couple of, like, saving graces,
Dude,
but...
it got caught in the trap. That's so...
It just... So, Colt's my least favorite. Coming up behind Colt, it's, Freak Show.
Have you seen all of them?
Yeah, I've now seen every single one. I finished Apocalypse today. And then I started rewatching, 1984, because it's on Hulu. Just because, like, at 1980... So I watched 1984 first, and that was, like, when it was first airing last September. And after I watched it, I was like, wow, I really like this. I'm going to go back and, like, watch the other seasons. So now, having seen the entire series, I'm going to rewatch, like, 1984 with, like, some fresh eyes and new perspective. So anyway, so Colt, it's kind of hot garbage. It's awful.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Freak Show, I thought I was going to like it, because when I remember, like, when that season first came out, I kept on seeing, like, commercials for it, and I'm like, oh, that show looks kind of cool. Like, it's, like, clowns and, like, you know, like, freaks and stuff. It was
I remember
not,
your mom watching that one time when I was over or something. Or maybe that was something
she was
else.
not.
Maybe not then.
So yeah, Freak Show is not that good. After Freak Show, I would do Asylum. Asylum's alright. It actually has Adam Levine in it.
Really?
Yeah.
He's
Now,
a
one of the...
sexy man.
Well, because, like, it cuts from, like... So the
Agree
Asylum...
with me.
Yes, he's a good-looking guy. Um, so with Asylum, it's like set in like the '60s, but and like there was like a serial killer in the '60s, and then like the serial killer is back in like present day, and so Adam Levine is in the asylum, and he's like running away from this like serial killer. He's more of a guest star. It was all right, except for it was like kind of weird. It had like an alien subplot that it just didn't go anywhere with.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so like it was juggling like some different plot lines that just it wasn't smart. So that's why it's my third like from the bottom. The rest of them I really really enjoyed. Um,
What's number one, baby?
okay, so number one, I might say it. I think my number one is Roanoke, just
Huh?
because it was just so good. And one of the things that I like is a lot of the times with American Horror Story, like they all take place in the same universe, but they're all like independent of one another. But they'll
Yeah.
like do like little tiny crossovers. So the main character in Asylum, her name is Lana, and she's like a journalist. And at the end of Asylum, like she gets her own like interview talk show thing. And in Roanoke, like the last survivor, she ends up going on Lana's talk show. And so it's just kind of cool because like you
Oh,
see
I
like
see.
characters from yeah,
A
or
subtle nod, as some might say.
no, I don't know if it's a subtle. It's more like a cameo thing. It's like oh, she's on like Lana's talk show, or with
Subtle nod.
oh, I really liked Hotel, which a lot of people hated that. That had that starred Lady Gaga as she was like this vampire queen in the hotel, and um so Hotel like it had a bunch of vampires and ghosts. And so it was pretty
Is it like
kooky.
based around and in one hotel?
Yeah, so it's all into the Hotel Cortez, and like
Is
it's
the
like
entire show filmed in the hotel?
no, like there's like stuff like going on outside. Like
Oh,
there's a
okay.
couple things that happen like that aren't in the hotel, but like the main location is the hotel.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, but like if you die in the hotel, for the most part, you become a ghost in that hotel, and you have to stay there. But there's also vampires that are living there, and so like it's pretty
Zach, bring
cool.
a full thing of logs.
I will. But Queenie, which is one of the witches from American Horror Story Coven, ends up coming like and staying at the hotel. And spoiler alert, she dies. But what's
Oof.
pretty nifty is, um, so in American Horror Story Apocalypse, which is season 8, it's the crossover between Coven, which is season 3, and that's a bunch of witches, which I liked, but like everyone says that it's their favorite season. But like I don't know, it was fine. Um, and then season 1, which is legitimately one of the best, which is Murder House. And so in the Coven, it's a bunch of witches. Well, Queenie died at the hotel, and so then it like the Supreme, which is like the most powerful witch, she goes and she's like, I need to get my girls. So she goes to the Hotel Cortez and like interacts with some of the different hotel people, and she's like trying to bring her back to life, but she can't. And then Michael, who's the Antichrist, he like is showing off how powerful he is, and he goes to the hotel, and he's easily able to bring Queenie back. But it was just cool because like and it's just I like seeing like crossover stuff.
What?
Nothing.
Oopsie, I unplugged the mic.
Oh yeah, I was wondering what. Oh, what are you doing? Oh gosh, I'm dying. Low health. Find some medicine.
Bro, use a medicine. You get
Why
more
am
when
I
we
dying?
cave. I either need to drink water or eat food.
Oh, yeah.
We'll work on that zip line tomorrow. I fucking have a headache.
Are we going to
Zip
bed?
line.
I don't know. We can play a little bit longer.
Please, just a little while longer.
Yeah. I don't give a shit.
I mean, I have school at 8:30 tomorrow morning, so, you know.
I ain't got school.
Whenever you want to get off.
The simp Ethan was like, oh, I have school.
Imagine being a simp. Am I right, guys? I hate simps.
I miss being a simp.
Oh, yeah, I
I
miss
ain't
being a
simped
simp a
in
little bit.
years. I can't remember the
Zach, shut
last
the
time I
fuck
simped.
up.
What do you? I don't simp.
The girl from Riverview.
Oh, you simped a
You
little
might
bit
have
there.
got me there. Yeah, it might have got me there. But that was over a year ago.
I just
I
remember.
can think of a time you've simped in the past.
Tyson. Whoa, Tyson, your roof is really messed up.
What's
You gotta
that?
fix that. Why is it so like?
I just remember meeting that girl, and like being challenged physically and mentally. Like I was like, I don't think I've ever met someone.
All right. Yeah, we get it.
She went out to lunch and never came back, bro.
Wait, what are you talking about?
The girl from Riverview.
She was a
Kate,
baddie, bro.
Kala, Kububu,
Boo
Mabufu,
was
and the
a
two
baddie.
strings.
Yusuke Kitagawa.
Does Chandler know about Girl from Riverview? Actually, he the one who brought it up.
You met her.
I met her at
So
Glendevere.
wait, what's
You
the
met her at
plan?
Glendevere?
Yeah,
well, me and
Zach
Tyson-
brought her, and
You
No.
brought her to Glendevere?
So
oven.
me and Adam were hanging out, and then she wanted to hang out with us, and so like we hit balls at Glendevere once.
Up until then, I was totally with Zach and this girl, and then I met her,
Okay.
and
We
I
can
was
stop
like,
talking.
no.
We
Okay.
can stop talking now. We don't have to talk about that.
Why? You're afraid your new simpy is gonna hear?
Not a simp.
I don't judge Zach. I've been
Zach really liked this girl though, but she was kind of stupid.
I've simped
But he
over
was
the.
so blinded by simpness that he couldn't see that she was actually fucking
Hey,
dumb.
Zach, look at me. Look at me. Zach, look at me. I've simped over the wrong girl before. It's okay.
I
It
think
happened.
we all. Hold on, let's get in a circle.
Whoa, Tyson.
Repeat after
Tyson's
me.
biggest
We
simp.
have simped after the wrong girl.
We have
We
simped
have
over the
after the
wrong
wrong
girl. If Ethan
Tyson
were
is
here, he'd
definitely-
be in that.
But Kylie was a baddie. If I could go back and I was single at that time, oof.
Tyson is like the king of simping.
I am.
But back in those days, we referred to it as being a cup.
Yeah, but hey, it worked out for me, right?
Did it?
I mean, for a few years it did.
Did it?
Yeah.
Tyson, look.
Again, for a few years it did.
How?
Oh, I guess the simping. I see the simping didn't though.
Yeah.
That's true. All right, that's fair.
Because, like, the simping did not lead to
It was when I
anything.
stopped simping where things got better. You know, shit, Zach, you maybe you're right. I can get on top of Chandler's roof from Ethan's roof.
Maybe I don't miss simping. Maybe I just miss a little love in my life because I don't have any of
Yeah.
that right now.
Chandler, me and Tyson love you. You got all the love you need.
Yeah.
It's a different kind of love than brotherly love. If you catch my cold, brother.
Oh, I got you, bro.
Like, don't get me wrong, I love you too, but I don't love you too like I love a woman.
How do you get over to the casino? Oh! I did it.
There's just something about when you like care about someone that much, you know. It's just like it's a good feeling.
Sorry, I wouldn't know. I ain't never loved no one before.
Yes, you have, Zach.
Yes, you have, Zach.
We all have had those feelings for someone.
And if you say you haven't, well then you have, and you're just lying to me. And
And
I
I'm
don't
not
like
talking
a
about
lie.
no little puppy love with the with girls you work with like Kylie or whoever. We'll stop there. But I'm talking about really just having the feels, you know.
We've all had that before.
Well, I don't know.
It all makes
I don't know
us-
about Zach. Zach has a crush on every girl he sets his eyes on.
That's not true.
I'm just kidding. No, I think Zach has definitely felt that before.
Have I?
I know Chandler has. I know I have.
We know Ethan
But you-
has. Well, I mean, Ethan's the only one that has a girlfriend.
Yeah. For now. Who's the next person to get a girlfriend?
Probably you. I don't know.
I'm gonna say... I think one of you two boys, actually.
That is wishful thinking, my brother, but I appreciate the thought.
No, I definitely think you two, because I'm not gonna have another girlfriend for a while, because I don't want one.
It's not fair. Tyson always gets a girlfriend.
I think... See, Zach? No. I think it's definitely one of you two boys. It's definitely not gonna be me. I ain't about that life no more.
What are you about then, Tyson?
You already know what I'm trying to be about right now.
Do it?
Well, where did you sleep last night? Huh?
Where did I sleep last night? What?
Yeah.
Guys, I died. Guys, I died. Can you revive me?
Oh, shit. Where'd you die at?
We're coming.
Right in front of the village. There's a couple natives that I tried to attack.
It's like over there.
The combat's definitely getting harder, especially since we've just been mindlessly playing and sleeping and the days are going by.
Oh shoot. This might be the first time Chandler dies. Oh, dude, there's villagers, Tyson. We're gonna need backup.
Alright, I got you.
What are you talking about right in front of the village? You're right here, Chandler. You're fine.
Well, he's
Whoa,
running.
he's like an albino.
Oh, he's running like a bitch. That's really creepy, actually. I'm going back to the island. But yeah, no, it's definitely a good feeling just having that person you care about. I would agree, boys.
Sorry, I can't relate.
Zach, shut up.
Maybe I'll get one again. Who knows?
I think the hard thing is, like, we're at, like, a point right now where it's just, like, hard to, like, socially meet a lot of people since we're out of high school.
And
And
it's
also,
fucking
Corona.
quarantine.
And we don't live on, like, college campuses, you know?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I might already have my eyes set on people. You never know.
Yeah? Where'd you meet him if you didn't meet him at school? Star had something in my throat. Hey, Jebediah.
Jebediah. We're bringing back. We're bringing back those names.
Jibbidi-bidi.
Jebediah.
Hold on, I got a Snapchat.
Well, boys, I don't want to call it. I'm kind of enjoying my time with you boys.
I'm really liking
Two.
this.
I like just chilling. You're a good man, Chandler.
Am I a good man?
Yeah, you too,
You
Jebediah.
both are good men.
I wish Ethan could be here.
See, Ethan prioritizes his school. I don't.
I prioritize it to an extent.
You know what? I'll say it on stream. I cheat my way through almost everything. I ain't learned nothing yet.
Really?
No,
You ain't gonna be able to do that no more, boy.
I might be able to.
You can still cheat through some stuff, but there is some stuff there it's kind of hard. But, like, honestly, at PSU, if you, like, put in effort, you'll pass.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I'm not like too worried. Like,
I would find it hard to, like, fail a class if you put in, like, a decent amount of effort.
because it's like, I like, you know, I can like put the work in, like learn the stuff. It's just like, I don't know, like I haven't needed to yet.
I can't speak for criminology. I think it's not too hard. Honestly, like, my friend Kristen, she kind of puts in, like,
I know
minimal
Kristen.
effort. You know
I've just
Kristen.
said
I was more...
Kristen.
Kristen kind of
Oh.
puts in, like, very minimal effort and gets through everything fine and gets A's, so, like... But, the business school, you do have to do a bit of work for, so...
Yeah, Tyson.
What?
Sarah's watching the stream now.
Oh, really?
You want to say?
No.
Wait, I have a viewer? Hell yeah, I have a viewer. Welcome back to the stream. I was
I don't know,
currently on
Zach, is
social
there anything
media.
you want to say?
You
Is
know
there anything
what?
you want me to say?
This is
I was saying some stuff earlier.
This is Chandler Lale of
I think she knows how to use the rewind option.
This is Chandler Lale of former Sam Barlow senior class president. I'm gonna go kill some villagers, and I will do it for
Welcome to the stream, viewers.
I will do it for anybody who's in the chat. I will do it for your honor.
She sent something in the chat. That's how I knew she was here.
Shit, the question is how long? This is gonna be a problem.
By the way,
Sorry,
I am. Oh, we got ourselves a contender. We got ourselves a contender.
It's a simp? I ain't simping, bro.
Really? You were trying to simp the other night?
Oh, other people were watching.
I find that surprising.
I ain't trying to simp, I'm just trying to get a...
What are you trying to do, Tyson?
I'm just trying to have fun with my life right now, Zach, you know that.
I just want to talk to another person right now.
You're talking to us right now.
He wants a woman's affection, Zach.
I don't know what I want. Do I look like I know what I want?
Chandler, right now you don't want to be torn down. You just want to have fun with your life. You want to meet new people. You want to get out. Put yourself out there.
I don't even know if I want.
Tied down. When you're tied down for so long, you just lose track of what you're doing in your personal and individual life.
But if it's the right person, I wouldn't mind being tied down.
That's true.
If it's the right person, you ain't being tied down.
That's a good point, Zach. No, Zach, that is a very good point.
Damn, Zach, if it's the right person,
it also depends how you. It also depends like how you see it, because like if you're like, oh, I'm gonna do all these things and I'm like not gonna like focus on my friends and not gonna do all this stuff, you can also pin yourself down.
Yeah, Tyson.
Yeah, no, I agree. There were like I definitely wish I had spent more time with my friends.
You kinda
I'll say that.
Curb for a second.
I wouldn't say pushed to the curb, but I definitely like spent a lot less time. Like I wish I had like gone to Glendoveer and visited you guys while you're working more and like worked more and all that stuff and like focused more on myself, you know?
Yeah, I wish you had visited us more at Glendoveer.
Cause like we're lucky that we're all really good friends, but like and like no matter what, but like I feel like we could have made so many more memories if I decided to like work more and not just focus on like a relationship. And I will own up to that. I'm like not afraid to say that.
Honestly, I don't blame you for that, cause like I can't.
And it was like the first thing. Now, see, like, it's like now leaving that, and like I had a great time in that, but like now leaving that, it's like I've learned a lot more things about like how I should treat people and like you know things like that.
I had a great time. All parties involved. It was an excellent time.
It was an excellent time. I take nothing back.
It was one of the best, and I know the best. Trust me, I know the best.
No, but you definitely like your eyes open up a bit more, and you kind of like see like okay, like you gotta balance everything out if you want to be truly happy.
It's like a work-life balance.
Oh shit, it's raining. I gotta get back to a fire. I can't be hunting. Natives are.
But yeah, so that's if anyone's still watching, that's my spiel on living your life. But for now, I'm just trying to have fun, you know, live.
Hey, put a chat, say something in the comments if you're watching, because I can't see how many viewers there is.
What, Steven?
Chando, how many viewers we got? 3 people.
That's the thing. How you boys feeling about the quarantine right now?
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
You know what? I'll go on record. This was probably my worst birthday that I've ever had. I'll say it.
I'll go on record. I'm not like. Thank
like
God.
It's like it's nobody's fault. It was just like I could not do anything.
What game is this?
You know? Like
The Forest. It's a pretty fun game, but I'm gonna get a little real right now, and that this is not the worst time of my life because I am not suicidally depressed, but I would definitely say this is the worst part of my life that I haven't been suicidally depressed.
So this is like the worst part of like this is like the worst of the best.
Yeah.
The worst of the most
I would agree with
tolerable. And that I want to see my friends, like, I want to see my dad. I miss my dad. I haven't seen my dad. I could have seen my dad today, but I didn't. And
I think, like, sorry.
I chickened out. I wish I'd seen my dad today.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I just miss the people that
Yeah,
aren't
like,
in my regular life that I don't see on a regular basis.
We
So,
do still have a viewer on the chat, by the way.
I think it might be me.
yeah, it's probably Zach.
No, we got a comment.
Oh, yeah, that's Sarah Phillips. What game is this?
It's
This
the
is
Forest. It's available on virtually. It's like Fortnite. It's on anything.
Shut up, Chandler. But no, yeah, no, I think we really I think I really realized it's like, you know how we're always like, oh, all we do is like stay inside and do nothing. It's like, I feel like I don't go out as much as a lot of people, but like you really realize how much shit you do on a daily basis.
It's like, you never know what you got till it's... Because, like...
Seriously.
So, okay, I'm gonna say it, like, I was, like, kind of looking forward. I was like, dude, I hope we get shut down and, like, quarantines, and then, like, I wouldn't have to do anything, you know? But now, like, it's been, like, I haven't had a job in 3 weeks, and, like, you know, my school's shut down. Like, I have nothing to do, and it's, like...
No, it definitely sucks.
Dude,
I hate it.
I was looking forward to this too, but then like, I mean, I'm blessed to still have a job, but like,
Serious, yeah, that's true. Well, honestly, I think I mean, like, I know I'm lucky because I still have a job and I'm getting paid, but like, there's so many people who've literally just gotten laid off and don't for sure have their jobs back. Like, I think we're all pretty lucky.
I mean, like, so, like, unemployment is, like, so backed up, and it's, like, I'm, like, starting to worry, it's, like, am I gonna get, like, money, you know, because, like, I don't know, money, I've been kind of stressed about money. I worked that, like, popcorn thing, so I got almost $200, so I finally am able to pay my tuition payment.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know, I'm just so stressed out with, like, the other payments that I'm gonna have coming up, because once I pay that bill, I'm gonna have $2, like, left over. And it's like, I mean, I'm not spending really money on anything, but, like, I don't know, I have, like, I need to get, like, an oil change, and, like, I have a headlight out, and it's, like, it's stuff that I need to fix, but I'm just not able to.
Yeah.
I know how stressful it is to like not have anything you have to buy, but still not have money, cause like, I've gone weeks in my life with only having like less than $1 in my bank account, and like it's fucking stressful to like get to the next paycheck knowing that you have nothing and you just have to be lucky enough to make it to the next paycheck. Like, it's fucking terrible. Like,
I know, living paycheck.
Hey Zach, you should call your viewer and have her talk on your mic on the stream.
no, don't want to dox the viewers.
We need to have a viewer call in and
No
explain.
girls allowed.
No, it's not that, Zach. I'm not misogynistic. I'm just saying, if they don't want to be doxxed, they don't have to be doxxed. But if they want to be doxxed,
dox the viewers.
Do you want... I'll text them.
on behalf of all viewers, I do suggest you stop this chicanery, okay?
What's wrong, Chandler? You don't want someone on the stream?
I'm okay
She
with
said
another...
no before I could even ask her.
There
What?
you go. There's the answer.
She said a cringe no.
Did they really say cringe?
Yeah, and I quote cringe.
Damn, that's Chandler's favorite line.
I'm about to end the stream. My career's
Oh no, don't
over.
baby.
Chandler, you gotta cringe on your stream due to my
My
statement.
career is over. I can't go anywhere in life.
Just jump in the fire, Chandler. Cut your losses.
You got it.
Oh, it's daytime almost.
But boys, just some advice. Stay true to yourselves and enjoy your friendships, because they don't all last forever, especially if you don't tend to them. I'm lucky to have you boys by my side today.
What?
Chandler, just to clarify, she says, not the stream cringe. Me talking would be cringe.
Nah.
See, Chandler, your stream's not cringe.
You're not cringe, but I appreciate the comment on that. I am not cringe.
My cringe?
Of course not, Zachary. You're not cringe.
I
You
just
know?
thought that a viewer's perspective in our deep conversations would be interesting.
Yeah, I think she might be the only one listening.
You know what I
Exactly.
think is cringe? You know what I think is cringe? Not
What?
being true to yourself.
You know what I think is cringe?
What, do you think I wasn't true to myself, Chandler?
No, I don't. I'm
I-
just saying what I think is cringe. I do not think
No,
that
yeah.
you were being.
I think there's a couple times where Tyson's not been true to himself.
Hey, I've been
Yeah.
untrue to myself. Zach,
I
I'm
think we
sure
all have
you've been
been.
untrue to yourself.
I don't know about that one.
I think the point is that we learn from our mistakes and we move on, and we're all still friends. I mean, I feel like, see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. This is not like a generalization, but I feel like no matter like if we all fight, like I've had my fair amounts of fights with my guy friends, like with Zach, with everyone.
I can think of
I can think of a few with Zach.
I can think of
But,
at least one.
a lot.
But
I
like,
can think of one.
I think the good thing about like us as friends is like we can come out of everything. It just like doesn't matter in the end, you know.
Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it.
Like I don't know. It's like I feel like a lot of other friend groups and people, if like they have one little thing go wrong, it's just like over and they never talk again.
Well, because like I can think of like so many like people who I used to be like such good friends with that like I haven't talked to them in who knows how long. Which is
Yeah.
like because it's like it's not like they did anything wrong. It's just I don't know. Like we just like don't talk anymore, which is
Exactly.
kind of sad. But like I was like reading this thing today, and like it is kind of crazy because it was like we all like grow and change as people,
Hello,
and it's
gamers.
weird to think that like there's people who aren't in your life anymore that like
I am
just think
Biden.
of you as like who you used to be and like don't even know like
That's
what
a good
you're doing
point.
right now. And it's like the only
Yeah.
thing you have in like your head is like I don't like you and like
That's
eighth grade or
true.
whatever.
I think that's what like social media is kind of for, though, to like show oh shit,
I don't use social media.
but to like show who you are, like after everything, you know.
Yeah,
Fucking
I
shit.
mean, I personally can think of a couple people that like I thought were really important to my
Oh, why'd you
life.
break the fire?
It was an accident.
Sorry, Chandler's talking, Zach. Chandler, continue.
It was an accident, Zach. I do suppose you do not like that. Do not like that.
Uh-oh, still, whoa. Hey.
You can't
calm
put that
down
out.
here.
You throw that in the water. Throw that in the water. Throw that
Let's
in the water.
calm down. Yeah, but if I just switch, won't it still
Can
be a
y'all throw some?
mandatory?
Oh wait, we don't.
Hey, the only viewer we have. Look at how Zach is a goddamn idiot. He lit dynamite.
Hey Zach, if you do not put that out right now, I will dox your ass right now.
He can't put that
Tyson
out.
knows too
He can't
much.
put that out. He has to throw that.
Yeah, he knows I know too much.
Look at this. I put it
Can
out.
someone put 2 sticks on this? Well, I think Sarah probably knows as much as I know about your life. Not about your whole life, actually, but...
She knows
Uh-oh.
more stuff than Tyson knows on some things.
Huh?
She knows more than you on a couple things, actually.
Yeah,
Yep.
I can imagine.
Like...
We don't need to
Nothing,
get
just that Zach's a simp.
I know,
Mm.
guys.
Sarah, can you please let us know in the comments? Is
Let's
Zach a
have an
simp?
interesting conversation. Coworkers, should you fall in love with them or not?
I don't even know if she's still watching.
I
Let's see.
sure as fuck hope she is.
Anyway, Zach's coworkers.
Oh, yeah,
Is Zach a
she's
simp?
still-
Is Zach a simp? Yes or no? Answer
You know,
or I
I
shoot.
think the problem isn't falling in love with a coworker, because if you fall in love with a coworker, it doesn't really matter. You know, the love is more important than a job. But when you're in a position of power at your job,
Okay. I'm gonna be real
I
for
think
you
that's
guys.
when things get a little interesting.
I'm gonna be real for you guys. I saw a meme today, but again, the meme was very on point. It just said, "Simping is not being nice to a woman.
I saw
Being
this.
nice to a woman is normal. Simping is donating your life, time, and energy to a woman, and vaguely, like, not vaguely, but like noticing red flags and ignoring them just for the point of the woman might like them." So, like, again, Zach is not a simp.
Oh,
But
I'm not saying he's a simp. I'm just saying if it's
in
okay
terms
to
of
like your
comedy,
coworkers.
Zach's a simp.
What? Why'd you just do that?
Zach eats a simp.
Let's try and light him on fire. Now, notice how nobody responded to that in the chat, which means I am cleared of all charges.
Hold on, I think someone's gonna reply in chat right now.
Is it gonna be you?
What?
Stop doing that!
Uh-oh, someone
That's
responded in
total
chat.
Dude, you're killing all my creepy armor. Nobody responded.
Someone did.
Dude, Sarah said ooh in the chat. She was still listening.
I know, I think she is still.
Good.
Yeah, but see, notice how she did.
So, Sarah, how's life outside of Barlow? How's college going? Cause if you want to know how my college is going,
I'd like to field this question for her.
not very good. I guess if you're not going to college, it doesn't matter. But how are
She's going to
you?
college. She's at Mount Hood.
Oh my God, we have a couple visitors.
Can you guys stop doxing the viewer?
Okay, random viewer.
How
How
is your life,
Miss
Chandler?
Barlow, how was your life, Chandler? Sarah, just get on the stream. You call me up. I'll put you on speaker.
the random viewer has said that they do not want to be on stream, so I will not force them to be on stream.
I'm gonna
Please not
call
call
him
this
right
a
now. I'm gonna dox him.
My life, it's been touch and go. I moved
It's
to
all about,
Hills.
see Chandler, it's all about perspective, you know?
Hey, why didn't we get to finish our Cartoon Network tier list? Because I had a couple I actually didn't want to talk
I
about.
was in the middle of saying something.
Sorry.
You ever watch Teen Titans, like the original
Hold
one?
on.
Yeah, Teen Titans
Chandler
was
was saying
great.
something.
Teen Titans was great, though.
Honestly, like, I really enjoyed it. I
Have
really
you
liked how
seen
it-
Teen Titans Go?
To the movies.
Yeah, it's... Me
No,
and
Zach-
it's like the
Chandler
new
Zach
show.
dragged me to the theater to see that.
Chandler and I watched it, like, opening
Let Chandler
weekend.
continue.
Well, because there's like the OG Teen Titans show, then they made Teen Titans
That's what
Go,
I'm
and then there's the
talking
Teen
about.
Titans
Oh.
Go movie.
Did get
You know, there's,
Minecraft
like,
style.
Teen Titans Go versus the Teen Titans. They made, like, and it's, like, the OG Teen Titans versus, like...
Chandler, you keep talking. You were saying something.
I was responding
Yeah, she
to
said
our
let Chandler continue.
to our viewer. I do
Sorry,
not
she wants
who
you to continue, Chando.
I do not know who that viewer is, but I'm responding to the
I did
viewer
not.
to keep
I did-
their.
Well, the viewer has a name in the chat.
I'm keeping their identity a secret.
We're not trying to dox the viewers.
But,
I just
yeah,
realized
but, like,
I don't
if
wanna
people look up
dox.
the archive,
Oh my
they
gosh.
can see chatting, like their name.
Zach, stop
So,
talking.
Public info.
Okay, Chandler, please continue.
It's been touch and go. I moved out to Hillsboro in about August.
Yeah, Chando's a faraway boy. What the fuck?
And I'm gonna be honest, I hate Hillsboro. Hillsboro sucks. You know, it's too crowded. It takes about 30
More
minutes
like
to
Hillsborough, no.
exactly.
Hey. Hold on, let's save before we
I'm
do
a-
too much fucking around.
I'm about to die, Zach.
Here, everyone save so I can just quit.
Why are you going into my house, Tyson?
Sorry.
You ain't got no bed.
Go save, boy.
But I moved to Hillsboro. That was, meh. I went to college at PCC. My first term was a disaster. I got a job at a sandwich shop called Jersey Mike's, and then I also got a second job at Regal. And
Oh, I
then,
know about working in the movie theater business.
and then,
Yes, Zach, we know.
and then,
Whoa,
yeah, I
it just
don't know.
got really dark. Oh, now it's light out.
Honestly,
That was a
Sarah,
good
if you want
match.
like a more
I thought we weren't
in-depth,
doxing.
like, I don't know.
If you want a
what
more in-depth, go through, hit him up in the DMs.
No, I honestly I don't. It's a lot to talk about right now, but if you want to know more, ask
Hope and
Zap.
hope things get better, bro.
Oh, things are
If
fine
you want to know
now.
more, go to my OnlyFans. I post some content.
Should I get an OnlyFans?
And with
Should I
that
get
being
an
said,
OnlyFans?
guys, I want to promote my OnlyFans right now. If you want to know more about my story and where I came from to where I am today,
I'd like to thank my Patreon subscribers.
I'd like to thank my Patreon subscribers.
Dude, should I make a Patreon? Bro, that'd be
Oh,
swag. Have you guys ever seen that meme where it's like,
Zach, are
you
the
should...
DMs pretty dry right now? Are they doing good?
Mine? Well,
Yeah.
today they were pretty good. I mean, people were hitting me up saying happy birthday.
Oh
But
yeah.
We should
other than
replace
that,
I got you,
COVID-19
boy.
with
I got
swag.
you. I got you. Oh.
dude, Mason sent here. I want to read what Mason sent because it was actually really cool. So he sent me like a couple pictures of like me and him from like a while back, and he said, "Hey, bro, happy motherfucking birthday, man. Hope it treats you well, and I miss you. When I come back for the summer, I'm gonna have to come say hi and hang out with you. I really miss you, bro." And like, I don't know, like it was really nice hearing from Mason because like every once in a while, like I'll like put something like kind of like
My
depressing on
snap
the
is
story or like
John
sad.
Snaz
I'll be like,
Dad9.
"Hey, man, you know."
You will or he will?
No, he will.
Yeah,
I'll be
but
like,
that's
"Hey, man,
cringe,
you know, I don't know
sorry.
what you're going through, but like, I'm still here for you, man." Because like I really liked Mason a lot.
Wait, is
Yeah,
Mason
Mason's
going
cool.
through something right now?
Not right now. It was like, I don't know, like maybe like a month ago. He like put something on his story, and I don't remember like what it was.
I think it was something like, I don't know, like people are stupid. Stuff
Every
like that.
time Mason puts something kind of concerning on his story, I try to hit him up, and I'm like, "Hey, man, what's up?" And then he's like,
Which is
"Oh,
cause, like it
it's all
must be
good,
hard
bro."
because like, you know, he like moved to like what, Illinois?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He has some friends though.
Yeah, I
He
know.
has a couple roommates too.
It's just
Shit's hard though.
Yeah, just cause like last summer, me and Mason like, cause I don't know if you remember this, but like last summer, me and Mason were on the Glendoveer grind like crazy.
Yeah, see, I didn't work much last summer, if at all.
Me and him worked like it was like right before I got the job at Mount Hood, but like me and him would work like 6 days a week usually together. And like,
Yeah.
he was like, yeah, dude, Mason's
Honestly, knowing that was my last summer there, I kind of wish I worked more before I started at Starbs.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
I
like-
mean, like, I'm really happy with the theater. I know some people that I work with are really not.
I think everyone, but I'm gonna stop there.
I wouldn't say everyone. I
I
know
don't
some,
even work there, and I think it's horrible.
I think
like it.
a theater is just a hard place to work at, honestly. Like a theater,
Especially when your manager's a bitch.
I mean,
theaters are just
Assistant manager Zach would never say that.
complicated.
you know, my, one of my friends who might be listening to this stream is also an assistant manager.
Oh, really?
They might be. They
Oh,
might have
if I
gotten
have anything to say to viewers, please get out of that shithole.
I don't know if she's, yeah, I mean, but yeah, she's a assistant manager, kind of.
Is it
Why?
worth it?
Being an assistant manager?
Yeah.
I don't know, I like it because, like, I don't have to clean the popcorn machine.
Assistant
Where it is, like,
manager
a bit
kind
more
of.
stressful, just because, like, if anything, like, goes wrong, kind of, like, I, like, have to figure it out and, like, deal with everything, kind of, like, on
Yeah.
my own. But it usually doesn't get that bad, you know.
That's good.
Like, the worst thing that well, I mean, I don't work there anymore, but, like, the last, like, kind of bad thing was that, you know, I'm not saying names, but, one of the coworkers, their, till was off by, like, $25 or so.
And
Was, like,
which coworker was this? Sorry.
I'm not naming names.
You're not gonna dox.
No, I'm actually not.
Honestly, yeah, he probably shouldn't dox.
And, like,
Just kidding.
but, like,
Was it
usually,
me?
like, you know, like, most of us, like, we're usually, like, off, like, every once in a while, but it's by, like, a couple quarters, or, like, maybe,
Is
like,
there
a
like
dollar.
specific workers that their tills are off a lot?
I mean, like, I wouldn't say, like, specific, like, my till, like, when I do concessions, you know, I'm usually, like, you know, maybe off by a quarter or so, like, a lot of
Yeah.
us are, you know, I'm chatting, was it me? Oh. No. Sarah's Snapchatting me. No, sir, it was not you. And so, like, but, like, when that happened, like, I was, like, you know, I had to double check and, like, triple check everything. And so then, like, eventually, like, I just, like, texted the manager. I said, hey, they're off. You know, there's really nothing I can do. I don't think they stole it or anything. She's like, okay, we'll just have to like keep an eye on it. You know, make sure it's not like a habit.
Do you ever like
but,
feel like obliged to grab a Benjamin out of that bitch?
No. I like.
Do you,
I don't know,
Tyson?
No.
I don't know. Like I couldn't like.
No, yeah.
I couldn't. Like,
Honestly,
like, my
honestly, I think stealing's one of like the
Steal
most shitty crimes.
It's
Yeah,
never.
I could-
It's your job is never worth whatever's in the cash register.
That's
yeah,
a good
like,
point,
I
Chandler.
would never steal money from where I work.
Like I thought about it, Pop Murphy's, but I was like, I can get, you know, way more money than whatever's in this. So, and that was mainly because I hated Pop Murphy's. That wasn't because I needed money. It was just because I hated Pop Murphy's. But
Yeah.
like I was like, oh maybe, but I was like, I could get just so much more money if I just got a better job.
But like, you know, like I have like, I mean, like I haven't like thought about doing it, but like it's just weird because like I could, cause you know, like I like deal with the money, so it's like you know I could just like, I could do stuff where like you wouldn't know that I did, but it's just like I don't know, like morally, I don't think I could ever do that.
Yes, honey, I'd like to buy a $50 gift card. Okay, hands you $50. All right, there you go.
I think every job could do that, but you know, it's
Yeah,
just,
but
it's
it's just,
just
like,
better
not worth
not
it.
to.
Yeah, you know, it's definitely like not like worth like any kind of a risk.
Especially if you like the job.
What?
Nothing. Sarah was just Snapchatting me something funny based on the stream.
Oh, so are you gonna keep secrets, or are you gonna tell the rest of us?
We don't have to.
Okay.
I don't need that on public record. Why do we keep going up the stairs to jump off?
I don't
Zach,
know.
look, you can
Don't
jump
ask
on
me.
here. Look at me.
I
And then you
know.
can jump onto Chandler's house. I messed up that time.
I should have grabbed meat before I went on my expedition, but I'm trying to kill some natives, so you know.
What's a good discussion topic for life in general?
Why don't we ask our viewer what she wants us to discuss?
Oh yeah, do
that's
you want to know
actually a good
anything
idea.
about?
Dude,
I'll
like,
be-
I kind of miss doing, like, a podcast thing. It's
I
like
will be
this,
honest about anything. If you want to ask Chandler Lale of San Barlow High School senior class president, dissent, anything.
Are we gonna spill some tea right now? Is it tea time on the stream,
we're-
boys?
Honestly, yeah. I'll reveal anything.
It's also Zach and Tyson of Corbett High School alumni.
We got some tea, bro.
We got too much.
Here's something that will add a little to the spice. Tyson and Zach aren't drunk, so they won't reveal secrets.
Are you saying that you're drunk, Chando?
I'm very drunk,
Oh, really?
I kind of thought so.
I couldn't tell.
I could tell.
bruh.
Dude, I'm an open book. I'll say anything about my life, and I've done some dumb shit.
I will
So
not,
is that.
just because I know that this is like, I don't know, I don't want it to like come back
Chandler, do you
in 2 years,
remember
like,
when I was
so we're
in your
digging through
Super
some
Smash
old
Bros.
streams of
tournament during
Chandler Lale.
Springfest?
Oh hell yeah! I remember when you were in the Super Smash Bros. During Springfest. Honestly, okay. So let me reveal a little bit about the Super Smash Springfest tournament.
Wait, Chandler, can I say something? Real
Sure.
quick? I don't mean to dox anyone, but somebody who's watching the stream has brought up like 5 times how they've been in a Smash Bros tournament with you, and I don't know why they keep telling me the story, because they keep telling it, thinking they haven't.
Zach, you have a kind of a condescending tone in your voice right now.
Saying, I've heard the story a couple times.
Well, I want to hear it again.
Yeah, you want to hear it from me. Anyway, let me tell you about the Smash Bros. Tournament. So, basically, it was Luis Leone and I, the current president of Barlow, the current like not senior class president, the current like student body president of Barlow. Him and I fought to have the Super Smash Bros. Tournament at Springfest because our teacher was like, I don't know. I don't think many people will go to it. And we were like, no, many people will. And he was like,
And did many people do it?
It was one of the most popular events at Springfest.
Sure.
Dang, Tyson, what's a story from our high school days?
Uh-oh, there's a big boy. Anyway,
Oh,
so
you
like...
guys out on the... Where's... Tyson, where are you?
Right up here.
I have a big boy after me, guys.
Hey, let's go
Do you need
get
help?
it, Tyson.
I'm at the watering hole.
Oh, you're kind of far.
I
Anyway,
don't know. I'd have to like be a specific instance.
There's
Like-
so much stuff from our high school days.
we fought super hard to get the Super Smash tournament there, and like for the longest time, he just refused to have it in any of the marketing, right?
Yeah.
Like it was really weird, but he just refused to have it in any of it. But then fine. Uh-oh. I'm low health. I need to find some medicine.
Tyson, what are you
coming.
doing? Why are you just standing there?
Well, I'm dying. That gives me time to tell my story.
Here, we're coming
So,
up to you.
Where are you?
yeah, we fought to have it happen, and then it did, and then people started signing up to it like crazy. And so, like I saw, I don't know, I remember you there. It was just nice seeing people there. And I was expecting, like, no offense, I was expecting just, like,
Bunch of simps.
bunch of gamers to be there.
Oh God, stop!
Bunch
It's getting
of-
really cringy.
Bunch of gamers to be there. But it was like, there's a lot of people that I talked to, and I think because, like,
There
honestly,
were so many people, it was crazy.
I talked to so many people about that. Like, I was like, hey, man, Super Smash Bros. Tournament, be there. And, like, it still, like, doesn't really reach me, but, like, people liked me. Like, people I never talked to liked me. Like, I never
Wait,
got
is
that.
Chandler and our viewer in the same grade?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, were we at the graduation?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I guess
Wait,
yes. I
did
guess...
you, Zach? Were you working at Mount Hood when we went to that graduation?
No.
Oh, that's so weird.
By the way, our viewer, our humble viewer, Zachary, was at our graduation because I
There was
invited him.
there was some Corbett people at that
Do you
graduation
remember? It
too.
was like, do you remember? That was so because it was me, you, Mason, Victor, and like we got like that Glendiver like picture. That was.
Chandler, how
Guys-
much time do you have on your revive?
Not a whole
Dude, I see
lot.
the big boy.
Okay, I'm almost there.
He's just hanging out. He's just hanging over.
Okay, Zach, you get its attention and I'll
OMG
I
small
got the
world
chainsaw.
Laura.
let it
It
run
really
at you.
is. I mean, you know, and then like, I know there's another person who works at Mount Hood that I will not say, but they work at. Oh my God, guys! I'm still one of the only few people to not have died.
Tyson, I'm
Say anything
down.
violent here. Okay, then don't play.
Run! I'm running.
I'm trying.
I revived you. As you guys can see, I am carrying the team. I am the only person in this world to not have died yet.
What was
And
that, Chandler?
I'm the only person in this world to not have fully died, but then again, I just fucking fell.
Down
Wait,
again?
fuck, you died again?
Yeah.
How?
Hold up. Here, just don't play it.
Oh, fall damage.
Anyway, so what are we talking about now?
Oh, it's the Smash
Um,
tournament. I don't know. It was just. I loved the Smash tournament. It was great.
Hold on, Chando. I'm here.
I wish I could have
getting
stayed
a revive
longer,
for it.
but I had work like an hour into Springfest, and so I was like, all right, I have to leave. But I still wanted to be there for the beginning of it, and I wish I was there for the end of it. But you know, whatever. It was just great to see there, and it was great to see so many people there.
Who did
Well
you play?
spoken, Chandler. That was very professional and just beautifully spoken.
Well, I mean,
Chandler, did you play in it at all?
Oh yeah, I got to the second round,
I
but
lost the first round to Aiden LOL.
yeah, there were a lot of how you say sweaty kids there. There was like I honestly like not to toot my own horn or brag, but I know how to play Super Smash Bros.
Did you
Yeah,
win?
we know.
I'm not good at it. I just know how to play it. So like I'm better than
Which
those
makes you
who
very
don't.
good at it.
I'm better
in
than
my
those who
opinion.
don't know how to play it. But and then there's
I've
me
beaten Chandler before. I'd just like to say that.
when
I have beaten you like once or twice.
give me the
Okay, I
read
will say-
receipts.
I
will
don't
say
think you have.
Probably
we
in
need
a-
receipts, Zach.
Probably in a 4-player free for all where it was a character
no.
I don't play because I chose random to go easy on you. But
Chandler,
okay.
Chandler usually beats me, but I have beaten him once or twice.
I don't believe that
Just-
for a fucking minute.
Okay, can we get a discussion that we can all chime in on?
Yeah. What about like ask the viewer? Have the viewer give us a
Yeah,
topic.
yeah, viewer,
Remember, we're open books right now.
or I guess any other viewers who want to talk, just say something.
We need
Just tell
topics.
us
We're
what
spilling the
negative.
beans tonight.
Yeah.
Dude, the
We're
tea is
getting.
being spilt. I will
If
reveal
you guys
all.
want to hear, if you guys want to hear our top 5 racial slurs, we'll go at it. If that's what you want.
My number one's honky because I hate white people.
Just so we're on record, that was a joke. I do not endorse prejudice.
Yeah, you do,
Towards
Zach. We all know Zach's racist, guys. Come
Hey
on.
viewer, give us a discussion topic.
Have us talk about the game we're playing.
Hey, let's talk about Gamergate, shall we?
No, dude, we had a whole pop culture unit on that shit in my class.
Really?
Yeah, I've heard enough.
Well, they're not giving us a topic, so
I think
obviously our viewer engagement is not too good.
this is just a little Chandler appreciation. I think outside of high school, Chandler's like the best person that I have
Aiden
met
is
through like
kinda
natural
cringe,
ways.
LOL.
You know?
They said that they can't think of a topic. Oh, you're talking about like the best person that you met, like not from school.
Yeah.
I would honestly like agree. Like
One
I
of
would
the
say,
most genuine, chill people I've met.
I would say
Not
not
to
to
have a
sound like a simp here, but it would either be Chandler or also the viewer.
I wouldn't call you a simp. I'm
Oh.
not calling you a simp for that. I'm not calling you a simp
I'm
for
just
that.
kidding. No, that's fair.
Not to be a cop
I
out.
think it's cool that like we all have like good jobs because like we meet people who are like maybe become our like best friends, you know?
Not to
Yeah,
be a
like
simp.
I really like the people I work with.
Like I think it's so weird that we literally met Chandler at work and we're like really good friends with him now.
What do you mean? It's literally been a year since any of us have had the same job, and
I
we
know.
still
That's
talk.
crazy.
And it's been even longer since Ethan and I have been.
Ozak 3.
Yeah, I just think it's crazy that like you can meet people through work and it just like transcends to like
Well,
what we
except
are
for
now.
Riverview.
Except for Riverview. Everyone is like old there though.
Yeah, I mean, like I liked like Peter and Brian and I don't know. Bradford
Wait,
was weird.
I know,
Do
but
you
it's
like
like no one
Stewie,
that like
Meg,
you'll
Chris,
be...
and Lois too?
Good one.
Sorry if you're expecting like an action-packed stream. I just kind of feel like sitting on my bench and looking
We're
at the
just talking
fire.
about life,
I just
boy.
want a vibe. So they can't think of a topic. So, what's the topic gonna be?
I want to hear
Uh,
about Zach's DMs.
I don't have any DMs. I will list you off the people who Snapchatted me today. Mostly it's all happy birthday. It's Sarah, Rebecca, then this group chat, me, you, Tyson, Chandler, Ethan, then Jonas, Mason, Ethan, Joseph, Hunter, the group chat that I have with the people from my work, Kiana, which is the girl I work with.
I'm glad Zach's found a good group of people besides us to like talk to and hang out with.
Yeah, me too.
I think that's very good.
Cause not gonna lie, we're kind of
Want to have
cringe.
friends outside of you guys.
No, like I'm glad you found like a good group at like work, cause like
Yeah, I genuinely enjoy all the people I
like
work
I'm
with.
glad you found that,
You know,
cause that's kind of like it's more rare than you think.
well,
You
so
know-
what I think is weird is like at Glen. Well, I think it's just because like it's a smaller group of people. But like there was like
Yeah.
at Glenford, there was like people that like I didn't ever want to work with. You know, like I don't like
Exactly.
working with them. But,
And it's like I feel like
cannot say that
there
for anybody that I work with now. Like I enjoy working with like each person. You know.
No, yeah, and you're always like, I don't know, I feel like after work you always have these like cool stories and you have all these cool people there, and I think that's just a very cool thing.
But I don't know about cool stories. I mean, I got a couple.
I from a friend perspective, I see you like kind of happier since you started working there, surprisingly, because I think it's a shitty job, but the people must be good.
Yeah, if I didn't have like the group of like people that I work with,
I
and like I feel like it would
work,
be
bro.
so I'm like a manager there, so it's like me.
You know, I'm like a manager, right?
So I don't have to work with like the bosses and stuff like that because I usually am the boss, and so like I don't have to deal with the owners or like the manager. And
By the way,
stuff
Zach, our reoccurring viewer has just said that they miss work, bro.
Did they say bro?
You gotta
Yeah.
add the bro in there, dude.
I honestly miss work. They didn't
they
say
also
bro.
said aw Zach, and then less than 3. Actually, that's more than 3.
You know what? Alright, for our viewer, I'm gonna punish Zach for that dumbassery. I'm gonna punish Zach for that dumbassery.
Don't.
What does it mean? What does it mean?
It means greater than 3, I think.
What does it
greater
mean?
than
Other than greater than 3, what does it mean?
3. Please, Jam.
Please,
No, I'm about to die. I'm about
What
to
does
die.
it mean? What does it mean? You realize I'm pushing you.
No! Please,
What is
I'm
it?
low on health. I'm thirsty. I'm hungry.
What does it mean,
I'm
Zach?
about to die.
Tell
It
us,
means
Zach.
heart. It means heart. I swear. I swear. Please. I'm cold.
You like the look of this fire, boy?
I'm about to die. Please.
The-
I just died. I just died. Well, now I'm gonna have to go from the plane back
It's
to
okay, we already saved. None of this matters.
Yeah, we're kind of just in.
Oh my
Kind of
God.
That's
just
a
in.
good discussion topic.
I know we've been asking the viewer, but they ain't got nothing.
Zach, ask me a question. Ask me a personal question.
Tyson, are you gay?
No. Oh, maybe a little bit.
Are you anything but straight?
I think everyone's on a spectrum.
Oh my gosh,
See,
there's
I'm like,
a freaking spider out here. There's so many. Oh my gosh.
Just run, Zach. Just
I know, right?
run.
I'm not gay. I'm straight. But like, everyone like I definitely act,
Well, wait, have
You guys know how I act.
You guys seen the show Tiger King, correct?
No.
Yeah.
So in Tiger King, there's
I
a
already
line.
know where you're going with this, Zach.
So in Tiger King, Joe Exotic identifies as homosexual, and there's a line in there where his lover, his boyfriend, fiance, husband, guy, when they first met, he was like, "Oh, are you gay?" And he's like, "Oh no, I'm straight." And he says, "Oh, well, you like watching pornos, right?" And he was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Okay. Well, when you're watching it, do you like watching the guy who has the little thing, or do you like it better when he has a big thing?" And he's like, I mean, I guess a bigger thing." He's like, "Well, then you're not that straight."
And then he basically convinced two guys that they were gay and married them.
Yeah,
It's a good show, though. Recommend. But no, I'm straight.
I'm
Give
straight.
me a better question. That was a stupid question.
In American Horror Story Roanoke, there's this like weird little. Oh wait, Chandler, you watched it all the way through, right?
The only season of American Horror Story that I've watched all the way through is Roanoke, and I really enjoyed Roanoke. I thought Roanoke was really good.
You remember like the guy who was like really short, like he was like an older guy, and he was like the psychic.
Mm-hmm.
So like I remember there was like a line in that show where he's like, "I'm gonna go to the town to get help," and he gets in the car and they're filming him, and he's like talking. And he's like, "So, you ever hear the term gay for pay?" I just thought it was really funny. I have to get all my stuff. Oh my golly. Okay, so what's the next topic for discussion? What's next up on
I want you to ask me a personal question.
How about we ask Zach? Zach, are you 100%
Yeah, well, that's
straight?
good.
I already said I was straight, boy.
Zach, what is the closest thing to love that you have felt, and for who?
Oh boy, you're getting real on that one.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
I
probably
want to
been
know.
three.
I want to know the most biggest one.
Well, there's been 3 great loves in my life, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
And who?
One of them is Rebecca. She's a nice girl. We
Yep.
don't talk as much anymore.
I knew you were going there.
Yeah,
That's fair.
but I mean, yeah, Tyson remembers all about that. That was the whole thing. Number 2 is I hate to say this, but it was that girl from Riverview, and now like looking
Yeah.
back, it's like cringe.
Yeah,
I'm
but no,
not
you
judging
sometimes you just
you.
have that feeling. We don't judge. Me and Chandler have talked about this. It's like, Zach, I know we're like super like we like bitch at you all the time, but like we really don't judge.
Yeah, and like I don't
I
know.
don't see a problem with that, honestly. Like I know she was weird and like not like, not like everyone else, but like, it doesn't matter. You have feelings in the end. It really doesn't.
And probably number three is like the person I like right now. It's
Yeah.
We don't
yeah.
judge you, Zach. We judge the
Now,
girl.
now, if I'm being honest though, if I were to like put them in a ranking system, it would go like just based on like amount of feeling, it would go Rebecca, Kylie, and then this person is number three. But I think it
Yeah.
just might be because like I don't know, like I just spent like so like it was like 2 years with Rebecca.
She's a cool girl too. She's like a very genuine person.
Yeah, and then like this person, like like I haven't known him for too long. So
Boys,
you don't know, it could grow.
I'm dead.
Oh shit, again. God dang it. What was your name again? Kentucky?
No, Cletus.
You're Cletus, yes. Yeah, Ethan was
I'm
Kentucky.
Cletus.
I'm Jebediah. Like Jebediah
This is a
Springfield.
no judgment zone.
Just like Planet Fitness.
Yeah.
I
Good
should
point,
start
Zach.
exercising
Go to Planet
again.
Fitness.
I kind of miss.
I've actually been exercising more during quarantine than I usually do.
See, I was like doing a lot of exercising before. I was like doing a lot of running. I would like run like 2 or 3 miles like,
I've
every
been
other
running
day.
a lot.
And so like I haven't been able to as much. I went to Centennial Track the other day and I ran for like 2 miles, but like I don't know, I'm really like just enjoying like running now. Just
Running's
'cause
good. That's probably like
it's
my
like,
favorite exercise.
well, it's just because like I can pop headphones in and like listen to like some kind of music, and I feel like it's like really cathartic.
Yeah.
Like
Yes,
like you
and
get
it's
up,
a good like time to just be by yourself and think about
Yeah.
everything.
And so I've been liking it a lot. I haven't been getting to do it as much, but I kind of want to like when this is over. I obviously want to like run some more. I kind of want to do like a 5K because that's only like 3.1 miles, which is
Yeah.
about as much as I've been like running like.
I'm
you know.
still alive. I need fucking medicine, so I'm gonna go to the village.
But yeah, so I've been doing running. I was surprised because I thought I would have like gained weight with this whole like quarantine thing, but
Dude.
I've actually lost about 10 pounds since
Damn.
Nice.
just because with the theater I was getting home at like 12 o'clock and then eating dinner and going directly to bed. There's like 5 villagers over here, Tyson.
Really? Oh
Yeah.
shit. No,
I just
I
got
feel the
hit
same
by
way.
someone.
I feel like when before quarantine, like especially since I like work like a lot of days of the week, I was just like eating out a ton and eating food at work.
Oh, see,
Which,
like
like-
for me, I was eating food super late at night. Like I would eat like dinner around like 12:30,
Yeah.
1 a.m. Now like I have like a regular eating schedule.
No, yeah, but like I was just eating out a ton, and like now that I'm just home, I'm not eating as. Oh my god! Wait, they're not coming
Get
out.
the
I'm not eating.
cannibals.
Yeah, and like I feel like you can. No, I don't know. I feel like I have way more time to like go out on runs and exercise and stuff.
Yeah.
Cause like I don't know, it's like during school and work and everything, you don't really have that much time for that.
Are they even still there?
Yeah, they're still there. I can see them.
Hit
All
one.
right, let's see.
I'm gonna
Did I
take
get
the
it?
zip line.
No, they use rocks, Steven.
I don't have any more rocks.
Pick some up.
Here, wait. I have some in my inventory.
Oh wait.
So wait, what do? So I go.
You know,
Put it on
I've
the
been
thing.
asking you guys the tough questions, but no one's been asking the host the tough questions.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. How deep can we go?
Don't care. Honestly, I'll tell you.
Oh, I got him.
I
Yeah.
Did
will.
you see that?
I will
did.
just kind of doctor the questions how I see fit. So just
Hold on. Let's see
fire
if,
away.
Let me. Did the viewer say anything? Nope.
No,
They don't
last
have
time
no.
we said was flex.
It's kind of cringe, Sarah. Kind of cringe.
Kind of cringe viewer. Kind of cringe viewer.
Kind of cringe average viewer. Sorry. Whoa, how'd they get burned up?
I don't know.
Can't
All the other bodies
Shut up.
spawn. Oh, the viewer's still on the stream.
How do you know? Oh, they
They
said
said
shut up.
something.
I got a question for you. So, are you a first-generation immigrant,
Oh my
or were
god.
your parents the first?
My grand.
I do agree.
It depends on the
Hey, can one of you guys show me how to, like, sled on the turtle?
It depends on the
What do you have to
generation. So, my grandmother on my mom's side was born in England, so my mom was a first generation immigrant. Everything besides that was like fucking, I don't know, Mayflower or Civil War.
Tyrese,
Basically
how
irrelevant.
do I sled?
How?
Yeah. Like, what do I do to go, like, to ride it?
You jump and then you press R2.
Come
on,
on,
like
boys.
Oh, you go to the turtle shell.
That
Okay,
was-
we need to give Chandler a serious question.
That was weak sauce.
What? I tried jumping and I didn't go down on it.
I don't know.
You jump and then you press R2? I didn't ride it. Are you sure that's how you do it?
Zach, help me think of a question.
Describe the best day, like single day of your life.
Oh, that's a good
Oh
one.
my gosh, I got it. I got to sled. Dude, this thing is so cool.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
hard
Chandler.
to say.
The one best day of your life.
There's honestly a lot of them, but I'm just gonna go with two off the top of my head. So
The day that I met Tyson and Zach at Glendevere.
hell no.
We should all answer this question.
So I'm just gonna say two off the top of my head. Of course, there are others, but these are just the first two I can think of that are pretty good. So the first one would be my graduation day, and that it started off with me and my two best friends. I'm sorry, I love you two both so much, immensely. But it started off with me and my two best friends getting in the car at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and
Oh shit.
just going to the Memorial Coliseum to go to the like graduation practice. And yeah, the graduation practice was awful, but you know, whatever. And then
Oh, hey, wait, the viewer was there that day.
that day was E3, Nintendo E3.
Oh, it was, yeah.
And I mean, it was two Super Smash Bros. DLC characters got announced for Smash, and it was just great. And I mean, that's like not a big deal, but it was just like happened to be another good thing that happened that day.
Yeah.
And then after that, it was my graduation, and you had, I mean, you guys came. Ethan couldn't make it, but that's alright. But I mean, still, you two and Mason
Forget
came.
where Ethan was.
He was
I don't remember, I
working,
think he was working.
Yeah.
but anyway,
Was he
you
still
two
working
came.
at Glendover?
No, he was working
No,
at
it was
Regal.
Regal.
Oh, yeah.
You two came, and Mason came, and so
Yeah, that was good. That was fun.
you know,
I really
Glendover
enjoyed
boys
that.
came, and then like I got to see all my school friends, and then that night my school friends and I we had a pretty big party. It was great. And then another day, and this day was like honestly 5 days after that day, and it was my graduation party, where
Yeah.
it was literally everybody I cared about at some point in my life all in the same place. Like, you had so many friends from school, so many friends from work, and they all came, and like, honestly, as dumb as this sounds, it was like the crossover event of all crossover
I was gonna
events.
say, I remember you, like, mentioning on your story, like, this truly was the most ambitious crossover event in history.
Because it was like all my Barlow friends and all my Glendale friends, like, and I also found out, like, my stepdad knew Nick Swicer from
Yeah,
like
that's
Yeah,
his
that was
childhood.
funny.
Like, I had
I
no
was,
fucking clue, but like,
I was actually talking to the viewer. I was telling her all about Nick Schweitzer, and this is like a month ago. And then like as I was like telling her about him, Nick Schweitzer just texts me out of the blue. And it was weird.
Weird.
But anyway, in
Sorry,
case
Chandler,
the viewer doesn't know, Nick Schweitzer is a legend at Glendoveer. I'm pretty sure Zach has told you, but I invited him to my graduation party because I was like, I want everybody that I care about to be there, and I care about this guy. And my stepdad was like, holy shit, what the fuck? And Nick Schweitzer, the legend / god amongst men, was like, holy shit, what the fuck? And turns out
How did they
were
know
like,
each other again?
they were childhood friends.
That's so funny.
Like, they grew up together. And so, like, I was talking to my stepdad. He was like, yeah, I knew Nick from, like, when we were kids. I was like, no way. I work with Nick now. And it was just, like, there were so many good people there. And it was just...
That was a good one.
Like,
what kind of gifts did you get from your Glendoveer friends, Chandler?
I have a hat that I treasure. It says Glendo PD, which I'd be surprised if Zach hasn't told you about Glendo PD, viewer.
I don't know if I have. I might not have.
I also got a really good plaque from another friend of mine, and it had,
Oof, I wonder which two friends gave you those.
I don't know.
I wish I'd bought myself a Glendo PD hat too. I might make one at some point.
My mom like has this screen printer and like a heat press, so she can make like Glendo PD like shirts and like
That'd be
mugs
sick.
and like all sorts of things now.
Anyway,
Some merch.
just in case the wonderful viewer who has really stayed in there, and I really appreciate that for staying in the revival stream.
Yeah.
In case you haven't heard about Glendo PD was in the winter of 2017 to 18. There were a number of break-ins at the golf course that Zach and I worked at, and Tyson, of course. I forgot. I don't know why I forgot, but anyway, there were a number of
forgetting about
break-ins.
me, bro.
Yeah, bro, I hate you.
Anyway, go on.
I'm sorry, Jason. I don't hate you. But
No,
anyway,
it's fine. No, I'm kidding.
there were a number of break-ins, and so to pass the time, because we were a bunch of bored, dumb teenagers, we would drive around the parking lot in golf carts.
And we pretend to be police officers.
Chandler,
For
that
hours a night.
reminds me. So today, I have like from like the Snapchat memories.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a Glendo PD. And it was that day that we found, like, the chain, and, like, we were investigating, like, the break-in with Brian. Because remember we found that yellow plastic chain in the, Von Hebert parking lot? And, like, I don't know, I just remember, like, it was, like, evidence, and, like, but in the video, you're like, what is this, Mario Kart? And you're, like, trying to throw it at us like a banana peel.
Dude, Zach, do you remember when we actually played Mario Kart? And by Mario Kart, I mean I had a bucket of range balls, and I just threw them at you.
Sorry, you can
Alright,
go.
hold on, I'm gonna mediate a little bit, Zach. Best day of your life.
Okay,
Yeah,
so for
okay.
me,
We have to move on. We each have
Can
to
I,
go.
like, slightly change it to, like, because, like, for me, it would be, like, it's not, like, a single day, but, like, I guess, like, my first, like, year at Glendoveer, just, like...
Okay. Because I know what my story is. I think that the prompt says it has to be a specific day.
But, like, with me, like, okay, no, like...
Because if you can't remember a specific day, then it's not the best day of your
I
life.
have, like, specific stories. Like,
Yeah.
So, no offense to Chandler, but, like, so the first winter at Glendoveer when it was just me and Tyson...
That was the
it was, like,
best.
it was a whole different breed.
It was the best.
It was insane. Like, it was, I don't know, like, we would,
When Ethan and everyone else came on, this Chandler's not really included in this, because when Chandler came, like, things kind of got revived again, but when Ethan and everyone else came on, and this was still times, like, when Ethan came on, it's still times I consider the best times at Glendoveer, but there was just, like, a different feeling when it was literally just me and Zach.
like, because, like, so what happened was me and Tyson got David, Ethan, Chase, we got all of them on
We
board.
got all them jobs, and it just, like, changed a little bit.
Just because, like, I love all those boys, but they were awful workers, I'll say it. Like,
Yeah.
And so like just me and Tyson just had so
And
many good
again, a
nights.
reason why Chandler's kind of different. Chandler, in my opinion, was like one of the best workers when he came on.
Yeah.
Because that was my first job, and I was too scared to not do work, so I did work.
Like, I just have so many vivid memories of like us just driving around in the mule and like we would
Yeah,
like, oh my gosh, we would make like parody songs to like Grease
yeah.
about like the golf course, and there was
I'm gonna lead into my best day because you're literally getting up to it. My best day, probably one of the best days of my life. There's a few, but like as far as like this conversation goes, like the best day of my life I can remember is the night. Oh wait, okay, best day of the life's insane. I'm sure I can think of some like other things, but like one of the best days that comes to my mind, it was a shift, and me and Zach showed up, and we were like there for an hour. And usually, like for the viewer, that like in the first like hour or two during the winter whenever you don't really do anything, you kind of just sit around. And we were waiting for there was usually 3 people working. We were
oh, I
waiting
remember
for
this, yeah.
we were waiting for the third to show up, and they just never showed up. So it ended up just being me and Zach, and we were like driving around the mule thing, and we were just like making parodies of songs, just hanging out, having like the time of our lives. And this was like junior year when we were both kind of like having weird times, and just like chilling with each other was just like the best times. Cause not everything was like cool. It was just like everything was weird. But like when me and Zach were together, that was just like the shit, you know. And so, like, that day, we were just, like, hanging out, we were having songs, we were just, like, messing around. That was just, like, the best thing ever.
Wait, was that all that you were gonna say? Cause,
Yeah,
like,
I know.
I got onto that. So I remember, so that was back when our boss was, Eric. And I remember, like...
Shout
we,
out
like,
to
told him-
Eric Coldtimer.
We
Yeah.
were like, yeah, you know, like, nobody, like, came, and so, like, you know, we think we can handle it. And we ended up, like, I remember, so the average, I guess, would be filling the machine and then getting 4 barrels extra. And it was just me and Tyson. And we finished, like, 20 minutes earlier than normal. And we had 6 barrels extra. And we took a picture of... we pulled all the barrels down, and, like, Tyson was it me or you that was, like, laying across it?
There's
I think
two
it was you, because I
armsies,
think I took the
boys.
picture and sent it to him.
Yeah, so we were laying it down, and it was like, what did we say? It was,
We were like, it's a goddamn Glendevere miracle.
there were, like, only 2 workers,
Oh,
6 barrels, out by 10:30, it's a goddamn Glendo miracle.
Yeah, that was one of the best days.
Yeah.
Well, another really good day at Glendevere was when it's perfect for this conversation, me, Chandler, and Zach played hide and seek the entire shift on the
Oh my
golf.
god. Dude,
That
that
was
was
really
like
good.
mind games.
That was like, I feel like we got all 3 of us got a lot closer that day.
Well, I thought we were, so what happened for the viewer was, you only have 2 people, are they still on listening?
I think so. They said
Yeah, they
like
said
2
it
minutes
too.
ago.
Yeah. Okay, so you have 2 people do the cards, and then 1 person gets to drive the range.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
when
sir.
you know all the boys are together, you know you don't want to get banished over to the range, right? Oh wait, no. We all wanted to do the range because it was like easy.
No,
And
it was a
so-
winter shift. We were playing hide and seek over who had to roll.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
I think
So,
like
yeah,
one of
so-
us, or I can't remember how it worked, but anyways.
So how it works is that we have these like 2 rollers that are just awful, and then 1 person can hand
I need a
check.
revive, boys.
And so I'm
I'm coming.
And so, like, rolling is just the worst. And so, we, Chandler went to the bathroom. And so, Tyson and I just sort of, like, we, like, ran and, like, just went onto the golf course. And, like, you know, 10 minutes later we called him. And we're like, you know, like, the movie Saw, like, I assume. It was like, let's play a game. And, like, yeah, we were playing, like, hide and seek throughout the entire golf course. And it was just so much fun.
Mm-hmm. You guys want another one of my best days?
Sure.
Your graduation.
That was
Dude,
fun.
that was like different because like we were really good friends with Chandler, but like that really solidified just like how much like he cared. And I remember being super surprised that he was there. I was like, damn, dude, like that's sick. And he gave us the freaking like infinity gauntlets. That was just like different.
Let me explain
That's when I really sorry, one more thing. That's when I really realized Chandler was like a different breed. Anyways, Chandler, continue.
I wanted to say one little thing in there.
Say it.
It was like really special just because like so we came to Chandler's, but like we were all like sitting and like hanging out with one another. Chandler didn't know anybody at our graduation, so he came like just by himself.
That's a good point.
I was alone.
It's dude, like no, I can't think of another person who would do that. Like no one's like, I don't even know if I would just go to like someone's graduation alone. I'd probably be like, oh, no one's gonna be there with me. I'll just skip out on it. It doesn't matter. But like the fact that you didn't is just crazy.
So
Anyways,
let me tell it from my perspective. This is one of the worst times of my life, just in terms of how I was doing mentally. It's just bad. But I was like, you know what? These three guys, Zach, Tyson, and Ethan, they mean so much to me. And I asked for this day off like months in advance. And like I think I like negated plans with my family because I was like, I have to be there. Like it means so much to me. And that night, mind you, when I worked at Guinevere, I was broke because not only was it my first job and I had no experience with money, I also didn't get paid a lot and I didn't get a lot of shifts. So I had bad experience with money and I didn't have money. But I still, right then, it was like right after Infinity War came out. So I had spent what little money I had on golf gloves and like multicolored golf balls, and
You bought those, like all this stuff. I
uh-huh,
thought that you just like took them from the range and
No,
stuff.
he bought gloves. He bought brand new gloves.
and I bought balls. I bought golf balls too because I couldn't
Really?
find, yeah, I couldn't find half of those balls anyway. So I had to buy a lot of multicolored golf balls for this gift, and so that day of, I borrowed my dad's or my stepmom's hot glue gun, and I just made them, and I literally went over, and I'm sitting in the stands with like a bunch of people I don't know, and I think Zach, Tyson, and Ethan, like at the same time, they got some scholarships or whatever, and so
Yeah,
they
we
were
all got
all
caught up on stage for a scholarship thing.
standing next to each other, and I was the only one in the crowd that was like standing up, and I was waving my arms like a madman,
I
and like
remember
We're like
that.
pointing him out to like Ethan, and we're like, dude, Chandler came.
like
He's
you
wearing
guys,
a
like I just
baseball cap.
remembered, like I can't remember which one, but one of you guys pointed at me, and then the rest of you
think it
guys
was me.
all the rest of you guys all noticed at me, and like just the sheer happiness that I saw on your guys' face, like it moved me to
Tyson, what is
tears.
that? Chandler, move. Oh my gosh, what was
That's
that?
the worm. That's the worm.
Why is there
The
a worm
worm
here?
is on the
It's on the
island.
island. It is on the island.
Good thing we didn't save.
Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh, there's just flailing body parts everywhere.
Steven.
Your enjoyment and happiness that I saw in your guys' voice was like nothing other. And so I was really
That is
happy to be
It's on the
there.
island.
And it brought me
I
to
died.
tears.
Oh my gosh. It's coming at me.
It's called the worm.
I've never seen that thing.
Dude, it can spawn on an island. I died.
We're not safe. Tyson, are you back up? Maybe we should get in the house.
No, I think it can destroy houses.
I have building destruction off.
Dang, this is crazy that it happened on a stream.
God
Top
damn.
10 epic stream moments. How is it still alive?
Keep killing it. Just keep killing it.
Dude, Ethan's missing out on like some good gaming right now.
I know, we're just all talking.
Okay. Sorry. So what were you saying?
Did you kill it?
I think it's dead.
Just the sheer like excitement I saw on your guys' face when I was there, and like I pointed to you guys and you guys pointed to me. Like I actually can't replicate that. Like it meant so much to me.
Yeah. No, it was like I just remember being so surprised that you actually came.
Well,
I
that
would
was
have
really cool
missed it
because,
for the
like,
world. I think I told one of you guys like I would have moved heaven and hell on earth to make it for you guys because I wanted to be
Damn.
there so much.
and it was
Damn,
like, it was really cool
Chandler.
because, so Tyson was one of the valedictorians, so he got to give a speech, And then every like year they vote for like one person like in the grade who they just want to give like to be the senior representative to like give like an overall speech. And so
Yeah.
for some reason everyone was like, we want Zach to do it. And so both Tyson and I got to go up and give speeches, and like Chandler was there, and like we got to
Yeah.
thing. It was cool. Man, that was crazy that the worm spawned here.
Dude, that's good. It's crazy to know that spawns on the island. Fuck, I keep that again.
I just remember I was sitting down and Zach was like, "What's that behind you?" And I'm like,
I was like, Chandler, something's like behind you.
and I'm like, "Bro, I'm vibing."
Easy.
I don't know. I think I'm out of like best days of my life. I don't know. Prom senior year. No, actually, no. I don't know.
Oh yeah, some of the proms were good. Those were like fun days.
Some of the proms were not good. My junior prom was good.
I actually had a lot of fun at junior prom when like I met you, when that
I had a lot of fun. Me and Jonas were hanging out a lot during junior prom. Senior prom, I didn't really like at all.
Senior prom was fun. My actually the prom I went to after I graduated was actually like a lot of fun. That was actually one of my favorite dances, and it was weird because like I didn't know anyone, but like I knew people and I knew all of like M's friends, but like I don't know, that was actually a really fun dance.
Hey, Tyson, what group did you go in for senior prom? Did you go in a group with people?
Yeah, I went with Kennedy and Adam.
Oh, was Zach invited to go with you? Did Kennedy and Adam say, "Hey Zach, we wanted to invite you, but Tyson and Emily didn't want you to come"?
That is not true.
That's what they told me.
Okay, well Kennedy was a lying bitch.
I don't know.
The way it really went down is we were going to like a really expensive restaurant on a kind of like double date thing, and we like talked and we are like, I'm not sure if Zach would want to go to that.
An invitation would have been nice. You know what I did instead? I made a sandwich at home. And then I went by myself.
This is all hearsay.
You know, Zach,
I mean, like,
Zach.
I was wearing a tuxedo and I was just eating a ham sandwich alone in my
Zach, I understand your opinion. Stop for a second. Stop. I get what you're saying, but you can stop the pity party right about now, because I'm tired of hearing about it.
It was not that we did not want Zach to go. It was more of just like it wasn't the right environment, and we thought Zach would have more fun going in like an actual group. But you did do, didn't you?
No, I did not.
I thought you joined someone's group.
No, I didn't. So I just ate like food by myself and then cried a little bit.
This is a pity party. You did not. You fucking did not.
I cry often. I cried today multiple times.
Why?
I don't know, different reasons. I was watching Logan, which that always makes me cry. That's one of them. And then,
Well, Zach, we love you.
Yeah.
I've been listening to a lot of like Bruce Springsteen lately.
Bruce Springsteen's good. Culture, Zach, culture.
My teacher got me hooked on him, man. And like I was just like driving and like I don't know, I was just like bummed out, like I just wasn't able to do like anything today. And like it was just like I was just sitting there and it's like, you know, like I don't know, your birthday's supposed to be like special, but it just felt like it was like any other day, and it's like it's just not special at all for me.
Honestly, like, as the years go by, like, I don't know, I think this may just be, like, my family. It's, like, my birthdays, like, our birthdays aren't really, like, a big thing. Like, I don't know.
We don't really, like, we haven't really been doing anything. But then, like, I don't know, there's just, like, other stuff, like, just general, like...
Yeah, I got you, bro.
Sadness going on. And so I was just, like, driving, and, like, I don't know if you've heard his song called, The Promised Land.
By Bruce, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the song.
Yeah, and so like in it, like there's like this like whole thing, and it's like, it's like, sometimes I feel so weak, I just want to explode and tear this whole town apart, take a knife and cut this pain from my heart. And I'm like, damn, Bruce, you spitting.
Zach, you just gotta remember that the 2020 vision's really what
Oh, hey, speaking of that reminds me, hey, viewer, can you tell Tyson to freaking, I don't know if they're still on. They haven't posted in 7 minutes. Can you tell them to finish the Minecraft song, please? Because they seem to like the Minecraft song better than anything else we've done.
Dude, you've probably said like 2 lines of the Minecraft song.
I've
The
said
Minecraft song destroys our image.
we don't have an image. We're not like
Well, we're
serious
working on
rappers
it.
now.
We
Do you
could
see
be.
this as like a serious thing?
No,
This is
not
like
really.
yes.
I think it's for
Please
fun, but I
finish
also
the
do.
Minecraft song. I want
Finish the
to hear
Minecraft
it.
song, I want to hear it.
Well, now I want to
Listen.
hear it.
Okay.
Wait, have you heard anything that we've written yet, Chandler?
I heard the one song that's on Spotify right now.
No, have you heard any of like the Minecraft lyrics?
No.
Tyson, do the
Tyson,
Minecraft
do the
song,
Minecraft
please.
song, please.
Okay, so one of the
I don't know
lyrics
about
that I
that.
wrote for the Minecraft one, which I really like,
Yeah, Tyson.
is it's like I'm mining iron and I'm smelting the ore. I'm enchanting these hoes. Give them loyalty for.
If
And
not
I really
sure
like
about
that
that.
verse because I think it's pretty funny.
Here, let me give you a rhyme. Let me give you a beat, right?
Yeah.
Walk in the woods. Find a dollar, find a dollar. Walk in the woods.
It
Find
destroys
a
the rap image.
dollar, find a dollar, find a
That's
dollar
like a-
in the woods. Find a
What is
dollar
that?
in the woods. Find a dollar in
Is
the
that
woods. Now I'm gonna feel so good. Walk in the wood. Find a
should
dollar,
we,
find a motherfucking
let's think of a
dollar.
new
Walk
subject.
We need a
in
new
the woods.
subject.
Yeah. Sarah, or viewer, you actually gotta give us something.
Viewer says, but it's fun. I agree with viewer. Minecraft rap songs. Okay, I can literally sing all of a. I can
I'm
sing all.
mining.
Dude,
I'm
literally.
so icy,
Dude,
wonder
you
why
want to know
they kill
something?
me. I'm
Do you want to know something,
mine.
Zach? I sang that song for a college speech.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
What?
It was a speech that was called a vocal dynamics presentation. It was just basically say something in front of the entire class. And I went, oh, hey, if you get,
Mom's
he
so
said,
icy.
you get 10% extra credit if you can do it without, like, if you can do it by memorization. And I have memorized the entirety of mining. And so I sang mining in front of 16 other people in my college class.
That's funny.
Thank you, I
Chandler,
appreciate
you're a
that.
king for that.
Literally, like, it's a fucking bop. Like, I honestly, like, I don't fucking care what people say. Mining is a bop. It's better than
honestly kinda like
drowning.
I mean, 2020 vision is kind of a bop.
2020 Vision's a bop.
My viewer has been just looking at the menu the entire like past couple minutes because I don't know what to make. I want to make something. I don't know what.
Viewer, give us a topic to talk about.
All right, let's talk about our
What's the question?
favorite drugs. Mine is Oxycontin.
Oh my gosh, are we playing it over the stream?
No, I'll get
Are-
copyrighted. I'll get
We'll
copyrighted.
we'll do a live performance.
It won't work. The timing's gonna be off on the party.
Walk
Oh really?
in the woods,
Like Zach,
mining, I'm mining. Mom so icy, wonder why they kill me. I'm just mining water. I just fell in a hole. Now I'm crying every
Zach, are we
silver
gonna do
I
a
go
behind the
on.
lyrics?
Yeah, it's inspiring.
Let's do a behind the lyrics.
Minecraft. I'm just
Yeah.
mining. I
Okay,
just fell in a hole and now
I guess
I'm
Chandler wants to do something else now.
Oh my
Huh?
god, it's like I have front row seats.
I hate the way I sound so much in this.
I like it.
I think it sounds so stupid. And I don't know, I cringe at this.
dude.
But like,
Dude,
you're
I
in
cringe
like,
at
something that sounds
everything.
good.
Literally, I cringe at everything. I bet if someone recorded me when I went in front of like an assembly at Barlow, I would cringe, but I would still do it, and I still loved it. So
Can
you
you
just gotta
explain
do
that
it.
line, Zach?
Which one? The Magic in the Studio one?
Yeah.
Okay, so, I like Harry Potter. So does Tyson. Tyson likes it a lot.
Okay, a lot's a little bit of an overstatement, but sure.
I thought you were like a big fan.
I mean, yeah, I like Harry Potter.
And so like I wanted to do like something that was like kind of like funny, you know, and like I don't know, like referenced something like kind of like nerdy-ish. And so
But would you
I don't
call
know why, like,
would you call this kooky?
I would say so. And so story time. So this girl I work with, Shannon, the
Whoa,
day
don't
before,
dox,
like,
don't dox,
she
don't
was
dox.
talking, I didn't say like a last name or anything. I just said her first name. So she was like talking about like she's a big Harry Potter fan, and she was saying how like her favorite character was Neville, and then like I was like, can't nobody step to us? We're on a higher level, and I'm like, what rhymes with level? And I was like trying to, and all of a sudden I thought of like Neville, and I'm like, oh, Neville, like he's like, you know, like
A character.
yeah.
And so, make magic in the studio, you'd think my name was Neville. Alright, I got you. I'm gonna continue playing.
Sorry, viewers. I'm not gonna run into that because I just saw 4 villagers and I am very low on health.
You need us to help?
I'm trying to go to the village so I can get like snacks and medicine, but like,
I mean, we're not saving any of this.
oh, we're not.
No.
We could.
That's why we saved at the beginning.
Oh hell yeah! They're gonna know us hit
Do
'em.
whatever you want.
They ain't gonna know us hit 'em. Mind you, viewer, I am the only one out of the 4 of us to not have died. So that's what I call a
This
gamer
is honestly
moment.
one of my least favorite parts of the song.
Yeah. No, maybe we're lazy, but now we busting out these bars, we're going all crazy. Alright, Zach, now you gotta ask me about my lyrics.
Hold on, I'm not done talking about that last part.
Oh yeah, talk about it.
Okay, so fun fact, that last part was actually reworked from the chorus. So in the chorus it was gonna say like, what was it? It was writing raps, making music. That is our mission.
Oh,
We're in the
yep.
studio, that's the 2020 vision.
That was gonna be the chorus, but we dropped the chorus
and then
because we
it
thought the
was-
song
it
would
was
better with
like-
that one.
And then it was like, our future's like getting clear. We got ambition. We're seeing this year.
Now
with
this is
2020.
what I call redneck hunting.
Yeah, that was originally the chorus, but we decided the song should just kind of be us rapping and going off of
And
each
so
other.
like I was trying to think. 'Cause, like,
I killed a big boy on my own.
so the main
Damn.
goal of like this song was like to be like a hype one, right? So I was trying to think of like the songs, and for some reason like during that time I was kind of like in a big time
Did you see
rush
that,
kick.
viewer? That's what we call
So,
gaming.
Like, I wanted it to be like the first like we're gonna make it big time, like it's kind of like a homage to Big Time Rush. Like we're gonna make it big time. Oh. And also during the writing process and like
Proud of
everything,
new Chandler.
the formation of our group, there was this running
Thank you,
gag
I appreciate
we were, like,
that.
Big Time Rush. Because I was always trying to like get Tyson and Steven to actually like do like their work, because I still
Which
do that.
eventually got Steven kicked out of the group.
Yeah. But like, and then we were
Rest
joking
in peace,
that I was like
Steven.
Gustavo Rush, because you know he's always like.
Does
oh,
Sarah watch Big Time Rush?
She's probably seen it. And so then like we were like joking, we're like, why don't we get Freight Train to get the dogs in the studio? And then like, they're like Freight Train noise.
Alright, should I continue?
Yeah, you can do yours now, and then, you know.
Philip the like a trap house. Early 2000 like Smash Mouth. He pissed me off, I'm a lash out, and 2 drinks down, she passed out.
Pause it. I have a few questions about that one.
Alright, ask.
First of all, she acts up, and I'm a lash out. Kind of sounds like you're gonna.
It doesn't say she. Hold on, let me listen. Hold on.
I'm a lash out.
It says piss me off, I'm a lash out.
But the next one is 2 drinks down and she's passed out. Sounds a little sexual.
No,
assault.
it's just no. It's so it says 2 drinks down and she passed out. It's more just like you're at like a party and you know like there's like it doesn't the
You know, she
gender
was
doesn't matter.
basically asking for it, you know.
No,
She should know
It's
how
the
to-
implication.
that is not what
It's
I'm
the
fucking saying.
implication.
It more means you're like hanging out with someone and then they drink a couple drinks and they're already out. It's more of just like saying it's like, oh, I can drink a bunch and be fine. It sounds bad.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with that.
Anything else you want to add in?
Who, me?
Steve, wait, why is Steven Snapchatting me, Tyrone?
I don't know. He's bored.
Stevie, is he wishing me
It's
a happy
more
birthday?
referring to like that party atmosphere, like only 2 drinks down and she passed out,
It's a
you know?
happy birthday pretty late.
Viewer, can you believe I have class at 8:30 in the morning?
Oh my god.
And it's not like, oh, some easy class. It's Japanese.
Bro, you're not
102.
gonna,
Why are you taking Japanese?
you're not
I
gonna
took-
feel very good tomorrow morning. I'm gonna continue the song.
I'm
Wait,
honestly
I'd like to read what Steven said for the
What did he say?
audience. He said Tyson's clearly referencing screwing a chick and getting her wasted in the process.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, Steven's watching. Oh, he's probably just listening to Tyson
No, he's just
talk.
listening to me talk.
I can dream
Viewer,
that
that
I
is
have...
not what happened.
Yeah, viewer.
I'm just gonna continue the song.
Listen,
I'll tell you
viewer.
when to pause.
I have nothing to
We're
do
just
with
gonna
this
end
song.
that conversation.
This car just bought a lamb, your phone ring, bitch, it's just a scam. Nightlife, 5 days a week, just hit me up on the Instagram. Chilling out with the homeboys, squad up with your convoy. Bitches hating, that's all noise, bitch, you taste my dick like a dog.
Uh-oh, there's 4 of them. I'm sorry,
Pause.
viewer.
Yep.
I'm not
Was that the
running
original
away.
lyric?
I'm retreating with honor. This is like Sabuku, but not dying.
Couple
So-
things. You say she chase yo dick like a dog toy.
I'd
Was that
say
the
bet
original
she'd
lyric?
chase my dick like a dog toy.
Was that
Yes.
the original lyric?
I don't know, Zach, was that the original lyric?
It was not.
So
Let's discuss
do you
what
want
the
me to just be
original
straight
was.
up right now?
Yeah.
The original lyric was that she'd chew my dick like a dog toy. Which I know is very vulgar and kind of gross. But
and then
Zach
what-
thought I was going for like cock and ball torture shit, which it was more of just like a hype lyric, like, oh, so we thought that she'd chase my dick like a dog toy would
I
be
said
better.
that would sound a lot better than she's gonna chew.
What? Steven thinks actually never mind, we're not gonna get into that.
Wait, I want to hear what Steven thinks.
Well, a ball is like a dog toy.
Yeah?
Steven's saying, so like, if you chase like a dog toy, he's saying dogs don't chase a dog toy, but like
My
a ball's
dogs
a
do.
dog. Yeah,
I
you
throw-
throw dog toys and they chase it?
I throw balls at, or I throw different toys for my dogs and they chase it.
Viewer,
Alright,
I
I'm gonna
hope this is
continue the song.
entertaining enough because they're just like talking about their rap song. I hope you're still entertained, because
We can talk about
White
it.
starts, man, I don't give a shit on the mic, hot, and on my bars are so late, keep your mouth shut.
everything's
you know
pretty
you a snitch.
tame.
Work hard, make a
I
game day.
just want them to stay entertained.
Her
That's
love
all
on
I
the
care
east
about.
side, if she don't date, I'm still paying.
Roll back to the old news. Kick back to the old
Yeah, I think everything's pretty tame from that point.
You gotta get back to the club soon.
But we'll get to the end. We're almost there, Chandler, don't worry.
No, I'm not rushing you.
Check the wrist, Rolex, bank account, all checks, record deal, obsessed, got my mind stuck on what's next. Popping champagne, only the best. House party, we rocking the nest. So much clout, and I'm not even dressed. Birthday suit with a chain on my chest. Thought you heard, but you didn't listen. Detroit, but don't
Alright,
work
here
with
we
the
go.
business. See an appointment, call my assistant. Cash flow, 2020 vision. Here in the club, like whoa. So much ice, make it cold like snow.
Oh, this is good.
Gonna try to take this slow. Old habits, if you know, you know.
Oh, pause.
Yeah. Couple things. Multiple
Yeah.
things. So that last part about partying and, drinking and going crazy party, wasn't the first lyric of this song we rap about our real lives? Is that your real life, Tyson? Just wondering.
Wait, what part of it?
Oh, house parties 5 days a week, you're at the club,
Is that my real life?
Whoa.
Not particularly, but there's also things Zach
See
knows
this,
and Zach
viewer?
doesn't know.
This is how I handle discrepancies.
I wouldn't say that is exactly like my life,
Uh-oh,
but
uh-oh.
I'd say more of like kickbacks than nightlife 5 days a week.
Dude, if you, jump up, you can split the, logs. Watch
Really,
this.
bro? That's crazy.
Yeah, come here. Wait, look at this,
Viewer, watch this.
you gonna kill me? Oh, there's
Hey
villagers over
Zach,
here.
I'm gonna keep playing because I have a lyric I want
Wait,
to confront you
hold
about.
on. I would also wanted to say one thing. So that
Okay.
lyric, up here in the club, like, whoa. So
Yeah.
much ice. So we wrote that as like, because we were talking about like, you know, like all these songs getting super famous off TikTok, and so we were like, we should have a part in there that has the potential to get TikTok famous.
Oh yeah, we needed like
So
I hard to call it TikTok ability of a song, you know?
yeah, so we wanted to have like one line that was like, you know, TikTok-y, and that's the up here in the club, like whoa, you know, because like people like hit the whoa and like, yeah. So I just wanted to add that.
Yeah, okay. Let me continue.
Gonna whip a Tesla, I just got the key.
Open up my eyes, gonna see 2020
Here's the motherfucking T. Here's the fucking T. Ain't talking shit, gonna rap quick, but keep it slick.
Bust sick rhymes, it hits like Corona. Call shut down, I ain't get no diploma.
Wanted to dip, ain't talking Pringles. Never slip alone, but they call me single.
Chase these girls, just a game. Fuck the bitch, then forgot it.
Alright, so chase these girls, but it's just a game. Fuck the bitch, then forgot her name. Isn't that a little like demeaning? It's just so you chase the girls, but it's just a game to you. You're not like serious about it. Is that kind of what you're saying? Oh, but then you fucked her and then forgot her name. That makes it better, right?
Well, no, what I was going for there was
That just seems like very like misogynistic to me, and just very like not.
Can I take a quick timeout? Can I take a quick timeout to ask the viewer a question?
Yeah.
Would you have preferred this or me playing Persona 5 Royale?
Shut the fuck up, Jim.
I have an answer to that one.
Persona 5 Royale.
Did she say it? No, she did not.
That's what I would say.
So, do you know of a hip hop artist named Eminem?
No.
Of course.
Who's that?
So Marshall, he has an alter ego when he raps named Slim Shady. He's
Really?
like him, but just
No
different,
way.
you
That's
know?
crazy,
Yeah.
bro.
So, you know, like, so he raps, and then also there's raps that like Slim Shady does. They're like two people, but where
That's a
it's the same
fair
person,
statement.
but it's an alter ego, right? So
Can we
I was
use that as why I'm not a prick in my
I
songs?
don't know what
that was
Persona
like
is
my
in,
alter
sorry.
ego coming out, named
Oh,
Crane.
you don't know what Persona is? Oh, okay. After they talk about their song, I'm not saying it's cringe. I'm just saying after they're done with their song, I'm gonna educate you. But go on.
Oh lord.
Anyway, and so, you know, like,
Sorry, but that's
but
cringe.
also in the writing process, like, Tyson, like, we wanted, like, something.
No
like,
bullying in the chat, Zach.
You don't know that was me.
No, okay. I'm referring to Zach Jeffers, who just commented in chat.
Dude, don't
No
dodge me.
bullying.
Shut up.
Also, you know, have you heard the phenomenon about, like, how, like, The Simpsons, like, predict the future and
Guys,
stuff?
no flirting in the comments.
Hello?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, so you've heard about that, right?
Yes.
Okay, so a lot of people, you know, some people have claimed that, like, you know, my music is a lot like that because there's the quote in there, I bust sick rhymes, make it hit like Corona, college shut
Can't
down,
help it, sorry.
I ain't getting no diploma. As you can see, many colleges have since shut down due to the Corona outbreak. Did I predict it? I don't know. I'm not saying, why are you shooting me? I'm about to die. I will die if you hit me again, please
Because
don't.
I feel like it.
I mean, my boy Zach is a snack, not
I
gonna
only
lie.
have 2 medicines left. Hey, stop!
It's not gonna matter.
Sunuki? Oh, fuck.
Big brain Zach.
Alright. I'm gonna I don't think there's anything else in the song.
Drop top and take the top off.
Yeah, this song is good from there.
Sunuki? Fuck, I'm
Well, that's
out.
a good genius behind the lyrics.
Uh-oh. Okay, sir. So you guys enjoy your little behind the lyrics? Are you guys done? Can I go on my
Oh,
spiel?
wait, there's villagers.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Okay, So Persona 5 is basically, honestly, it's just my favorite game of all time. It's a very fun
I've played it
game.
also.
Character, you haven't played all the way through it though.
Nope, I stopped because I got a little bit bored.
It's a 100-hour game. This is what I think about Zach. But it's a 100-hour game. It's very good. And so they just recently released, like, kind of definitive edition of it. Like, I don't know, like
Oh, is that
last
what
week.
Royale is?
Yeah, Royale is just a definitive version of
It's like
Persona
the same
5.
game, but with extra content.
A lot of extra content.
A lot of extra content.
So-
like enough for it to be $60.
It came out last Tuesday, and I've put about 30 hours into it, and I really enjoy it. And a
I'm
big
just
thing.
now looking at the comments. I'd like to say thank you to user Tyson Lauer for
You're
calling me
welcome,
a snack.
brother.
I'm just now looking at the comments. I'd like to say thank you.
But basically, a big thing on why I said, you want to stream it? Persona 5, like, if you streamed or uploaded Persona 5 footage, the maker of the game would, like, sue you. But you can upload Persona 5 Royale content. Oh my god, sorry. You can upload Persona 5 Royale content, so that's why it's kind of a big deal this time around.
Oh wait, so you could not stream Persona
No.
5?
No,
Oh
like,
my
That's
god.
shady.
for the longest time you couldn't.
You know, a lot of Nintendo games it was like that too.
Yeah, and they
Nintendo's
changed it.
stinky.
Thank
The
you
viewer said
for
thank you for
educating me.
educating her. So good job, Chandler.
It's a good game.
Next up,
Chandler,
would
what you
like
what
to-
you sipping on tonight? What's the drink of choice?
Whiskey.
can I talk about my favorite game afterwards?
I'm basically done, because honestly, like, if I just want to talk about Persona 5, I'll just fucking stream Persona 5 Royale. So,
Understandable.
viewers, if
Why
you
don't we
want
all
to watch
talk
a
about our favorite games?
viewers, if you want to see a Persona 5 Royale stream, hit me up, because I honestly really love streaming, and I know no one watches
Just
it
hit
besides
me
like
up on the Instagram.
besides that.
Just hit me up on the Instagram. That's
Hit me
actually a
up.
lyric from Z&T's 2020 Vision.
Did I ask?
Let us know if you want to hear more Z&T in the future. What are you doing? I'm putting meat up on here for us.
You're hijacking the content.
Okay,
What?
so can I talk about my favorite game now, and then Tyson talk about his?
Is it God of War 2018?
No, it has since changed.
What is it?
It is a tie, but I'm gonna lump them together.
I already know what you're
BioShock
gonna
1 and
say.
2.
Yep.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure: Eyes of Heaven.
No, it's BioShock 1 and 2. So I really like. So BioShock 1 has an amazing story, but it has some like kind of like it needs to be fleshed out. BioShock
Is it
2 has
Animal
amazing
Crossing?
gameplay, but the story is too short. So that's why I like to lump them together, because if you combine them, you get an amazing story from one and amazing gameplay in the other. It's about the first one. It's like your plane crashes,
That
and
is Tyson's
it's this
favorite
underwater city that was supposed to be like this, just like a utopia, but has since like it got like overrun and is just awful. There's these things going around called Big Daddies, which are the protectors of little sisters. Anyway, so I don't want to spoil the end of the first one because it's like a major like twist and like it's just awesome. But in number 2, you get to actually play as a Big Daddy, and the gameplay is just so fun because you're like walking around as a big like tank boy, and like I thought I died.
PSA,
As you're
as
walking
they
around as a
say
big
in
tank boy,
Interviewer.
you got a drill for a hand, and like you're just plowing through like this underwater city. It takes place, I want to say 10 years after the
You
first
know what
one.
else you plow through?
What?
Oh, Little Sisters.
So what's actually pretty cool about the BioShock ones is there's multiple different endings that you can get, and so you have the choice between saving the little sister, and if you save a little sister, you get like 70% of the atom, and the atom is this like
Clever.
I want to say like it's not like a
Why are you
sauce, I guess
talking
it's like a
shit?
goo that like you get like that can like I don't know, power you up better. You get like you can upgrade and like get new powers and stuff. But if you kill the little sisters, you get 100% of it. So if you're like saving them every once in a while, they'll be grateful and they'll give you a like a present that's just full of the atom, this like serum, and then you get different endings depending on like how good of a person you are throughout the game, and it's just really neat. And that's my 2 cents.
Have you played BioShock Infinite?
I played half of it.
I think you should finish it because I hear
Animal
BioShock
Crossing
Infinite is very good.
fire.
See, okay, so
Sim.
I had this conversation with Ethan. I started it and I could not finish it just because it's not a BioShock game. If you've played 1 and 2, like it is so vastly different. It's just a whole different kind of game.
That doesn't make it any worse.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I was just saying like,
like,
oh hey, everyone likes BioShock Infinite. You should try it out. But if you're like, and honestly, you're right. BioShock Infinite is not a BioShock game, just from what I can tell.
And so like, it's just weird to me. Like, I tried playing through it right after, and it's just not the same kind of game. And so Ethan used to love BioShock Infinite. Like, he was like, oh my gosh, this is an amazing game. And he had never played through BioShock 1 and 2. Well, after he finally played through it, he started playing BioShock Infinite. And he was like, I can't play this. This is completely different. So, that's my thoughts.
That's your spiel.
Nice.
Zach's
Tyson,
favorite
talk about
game
your
is
favorite game.
Fortnite PS Live.
My favorite game of all time is
Call of Duty.
Call of
My
Duty.
favorite game is The Forest.
Because I get it, because it's really made me bond with my boys.
Honestly, this has, like, we were playing Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies, and then we were just like, hey, let's play The Forest. And I was really hesitant as to whether I wanted to spend $10 on it.
You guys wouldn't have played it if I hadn't showed Ethan that I had played it before, and then he convinced Chandler to get it, which then convinced Zach. Yeah.
Okay, so if you were, the thing about
His
this
favorite game is Fortnite.
what? Is there stuff going on in this chat?
What's your favorite game, Tyson?
My favorite game of all time is Red Dead Redemption 1.
Really?
No.
Kind of a mix of that and Red Dead Redemption 2 as well.
So Tyson told me that, and so I actually got, I got a Xbox One last year just so I could play like older games, and so I actually got Red Dead 1, and it came with Undead Nightmare for the Xbox One because it wasn't on the PS4, and so I got like the definitive like remastered version.
Yeah.
And so I haven't gotten a chance to dive into it, but I'm pretty excited. I played a pretty good deal of Red Dead 2, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's my favorite game of all time. I really like the story of like Red Dead in general.
Do you guys want to hear my experience with Red Dead Redemption 2?
Sure.
So I asked for it for Christmas, and I was like, please, I want to play it. I hear it's good. And I got it for Christmas, and then I went to my dad's house, and I got like a $50 gift card to Target from like some relatives. And I went to Target, and I was like, I hear Persona 5 is a good game. I'll buy that. And the rest is history. And all I have played, literally, I played 2 hours of Red Dead Redemption 2, and I sold it.
Really?
Because I was like,
wow.
I'm never going to play it.
That's an outrage there.
I know.
Alright, I'm going to try to think of a new topic. I kind of want to get something serious.
I know. I'm liking this.
The deep ones.
I don't know why, but I like it more since there's like an audience.
Yeah, I know. It kind of like.
That's why I like to stream, because I like having an audience. Loyal and very, very amazing viewer, would you appreciate more streams if I did more? Because
More streams in the future.
More streams.
I wouldn't mind streaming, I don't know, Black Ops 3 or Persona 5 Royale or
Chandler, you got
Forest.
any girl crushes right now?
No, and that makes me sad.
Tyson, do you?
Not at all.
I would.
Do I?
I would.
Really.
I would love a girl to have a crush over, but I don't know. There's just no one in my life I'm talking to right now, so I'm just kind of,
I'm just
What's
kidding.
that about?
I'm just kidding. No, not
Tyson,
really. It's kind of hard to meet you right now.
wow, that's kind of cringe. Not gonna lie.
If there are any girls out there, you know where
No,
to
there's some
find
people
me.
that are cute that I come across
Anyone from work?
from my work.
Yeah, from your work.
Actually, yes.
Yeah,
You know
that's why I
about
was
that.
asking. Yeah, I know. That's why. Well, let's talk about it.
Well, there's that girl Lily, but like, I think we're just a little too different. Sorry, my brother's going to sleep now. He's getting pissy at me.
Give him little kisses from me as a night night.
Just give him a
Even
kiss on
Zach
the
and
lips
Chandler
from
send the
me.
kissies.
No, I want you to give him a kiss on the lips.
Like, be like Tom
Steven.
Brady.
Chandler wants to give me you a kiss on the lips for
I want to tell him that I want to give him a Tom Brady kiss.
Zach wants to give you a Tom Brady kiss. No, honestly, it's like, yeah, there's like girls that like I find attractive and cute, but you know, I'm not like looking like, you know, I've been in something long term. I'm kind of over that.
Well,
What about you, Zach?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just kidding. Yeah, you know, I really like this girl right now. I'm not gonna name any names.
Where'd you meet her?
Don't push that,
I'm
Tyson.
just kidding.
No,
Bro, she already knows, or not she, but
I don't think she
audience
does.
already knows.
No, yeah, honestly, the audience does know, and it's not like anybody's
Do you
ever
want to
gonna
get
find
into this argument again?
Wait, which one? The one
The
about
one
how
where
she...
if you tell a girl's best friend that you like the girl, they're gonna tell her?
let's talk about it. Let's just talk.
And the
Okay,
audience member can
so,
get involved in this. Zach told the girl's best friend
I
that
did
he
not.
likes
No,
her.
okay, no. Let me say, okay. So, a girl I work with, I really like, right?
Yeah.
Her best friend works there also. And like, I've become really good friends with um, I've become really good friends with like everyone that I work with. Well, a couple of the people who I work with have like just figured it out. And like Tyson says like, oh, well, her best friend, like, cause like her best friend does know, but her best friend was like, no, I'm not gonna tell her, and like, hasn't, or that's what she tells me. But Tyson's like, if her best friend knows, that means she knows.
Yeah, dude, if like, say someone tells me that they have a crush on Zach, no matter who they are, no matter what, like, I'm going to tell Zach. That's just how it works. I guess not no matter, I guess depending on the situation.
I'm gonna step in here and say it depends.
It does depend.
Because let's say you love that best friend, but that best friend is annoying you, maybe I would keep that information to myself and hold it until they...
That's a very good example, Chandler.
Maybe not until
I know
they...
exactly what you're talking about.
Because if I say, oh, I'll wait until they please me, that's fucked up. I'll wait until they earned that information. Because, like...
Yeah, but I don't think that's what they're thinking about when Zach...
No, I do agree. I think it's different with them. I do think...
So, okay, but like, I trust, like, the people that know. Like, I don't think they would say anything. And, like, I really don't think that she told her. I think there is, like, a decent chance that she just kind of figured it out.
Yeah. Does that concern you?
I don't know, cause, like...
I mean, for me, here's kind of...
Any different,
Yeah.
you know?
I mean, for me at like our age, it's like it's not like high school anymore. It's like if I have like a crush on a girl or like a girl kind of, it's like I'm just gonna like straight up say it. And I don't care if they know or not. And it's like if it's like not reciprocated back, it's like oh well. Especially since you like if you work with them, it's just like oh okay, we'll just keep working. It's not weird. Like that's how I see it. It's like it's not weird.
By the way, viewer, if you are still watching, yes, I did just eat a human arm, and that's because I'm very hungry.
But
Continue.
like the way I see it, it's like it just doesn't like I don't know. We don't have to make big deals about anything. It's like if I, you know, it's like it just doesn't really matter that much. It's like whatever.
I don't think her
I guess I'm
BFF
just saying, like,
told her.
I don't think she would say anything.
Our loyal viewer,
Sarah weighed in.
Our loyal viewer says I
our
don't think her
loyal
BFF
viewer, Zach, our loyal viewer.
Here's the thing, I think it's like also it's like what girls talk about versus what guys talk about. It's kind of
It was locker room talk.
it was locker room talk. No, like, I don't know, it's like, that's something, like, we just talk about a lot, so it's like, I feel like I'd
Yeah, I
tell Zach if
guess.
someone told me that, but I don't, like, I'm friends with, like, a lot of, like, girls at work and from school, and it's just, like, they don't, like, I do get it, that, like, I put a lot more trust in, like, girls sometimes, and, like, no, they won't, like,
Now,
you know?
because like, so I've talked to like the friend, and she's just been like, yeah, like, oh, I almost named people. They've been like, yeah, that girl just, she never ever like really talks about like people that she likes. Like, she's never been like somebody who talks about like boys and stuff. But like, I don't know, me and Tyson talk about ladies. Well, since like always,
Yeah.
since 8th grade, and then
It's 8th
now
grade.
now we could use. So
Yet
this
I
is a
think
story
she
that
would feel too bad
relates.
spilling Zach's secret.
Feel too bad spilling sex. Yeah, I agree. So in eighth
That's some
grade,
good
I
commentary you have
trans.
coming in.
So in 8th grade, I
Thank
transferred
you,
to Gorman
viewer.
High School, and I became friends with Tyson. And me and Tyson were like pretty good friends in 8th grade. Like, now, personally, I was like, Tyson is my best friend. Looking back, I know for a fact Tyson was not like, Zach is my best friend.
Yeah, I don't think I got to that point with
Yeah.
Zach in 8th grade.
Yeah. But like for me, like I was like, oh, Tyson is my best friend. But also like I didn't know anybody at that school. So it was like my pool of friends, it was like, oh, out of all of these friends, he's the one that I like the most.
Zach was very
Oh,
different in 8th grade,
oh.
We don't have to talk about 8th grade, Zach.
too.
And so in 8th grade, I really liked this girl, and I
Which
remember we
one?
were on. That was Anna.
Oh, yeah.
And me, Tyson, and our friend Zane were all in a tent at some weird like overnight trip. And I remember I told Tyson, and then Tyson immediately told Anna.
Me and Anna were really good friends, though, which again is my point. I
Yeah,
was
I know, that's
probably
what I'm
better
saying.
friends with Anna at that
Yeah.
point than I was with you.
See, but I didn't think that because like I never saw you like hanging out with like Anna or anything. It was just like
But also, I
hanging
knew
out with like
even.
me,
Here's the
Zane, and
thing, it's like. I think if I tell someone that or not, it's more of like if it'll do any harm or not. I'm like, there's no harm in her knowing. I'll just know if she like feels the same way about
yeah.
him.
I found out about this like 2 years afterwards. You were like, yeah, I was the one who told her.
Yeah, which is kind of like the thing now where it's just like, if someone finds out like I have a crush on him, I don't give a fuck. It's just like, okay.
It's like, c'est la vie.
Yeah, it's like, I don't care. Like, it's life, and I'm at a point where it's like, I'm not like tied to anything. I'm not doing, like, it's just like, whatever. Just live your life, have fun, be chill. You know what I
Oh
mean?
god, oh god,
See,
oh
but,
god, oh
see,
god,
but like,
oh.
I really
But
like my props. Like, I don't want
I
like,
worry
I don't
about
want,
Zach because I feel like Zach gets attached very quickly to people.
I don't know about that.
Whether it's in like a romantic way or just like in a regular way.
What do you mean, like, attached people?
I don't know, I feel like you just get
Explain your
attached to
thoughts.
people very quickly.
Oh, no, wait,
Come
what do you
on.
mean? As in, like, a romantic way or a regular way? What do you mean? Like, I make
Well,
friends?
okay, I guess in like a romantic way then.
I mean, I don't know.
Come
I
on.
will say that, like, back in the day, yes, I don't think it's
Very
like
much
that.
back in the day. That hasn't happened for a while.
Back in the day, it was like, oh, this person smiled at me. I love them.
Yeah, Zach used to
Uh-oh.
be a freak.
Sorry, okay. Just a little sidetrack. I'm trying to reward the viewer for still watching because I'm trying to go fight some villagers, but
Trying to give some entertaining content.
I'm not doing too hot.
Need help? We can come help.
Nah,
But
I
yeah,
don't need help. I'm just like, I just go out and there's like 6 of them.
yeah. But no, I think about myself in like 8th grade, and that's just like, I hate it so much. Like, I just
Yeah.
cringe so hard, and I hate it. And I hate that like Tyson has like evidence of that time.
Okay, but like I'm never gonna like tell anyone that stuff.
I know, but like just looking back, I was like, bro, why was I like that?
I mean, Zach
Don't
knows his fair share of cringe about me, but it's like we're like how we are now. It doesn't really matter.
don't let the
I would say
past.
like the way that
torment
like me and
you.
Tyson are, it's kind of like I would say like the U.S. and Russia in the Cold War. It's like they both have nukes, and like they know if like someone were to like if like Tyson were to say something like one of my things that I could like strike right back.
Oh yeah, which it's like it's all like dumb petty stuff, so it doesn't matter.
It's like mutually assured destruction.
Oh yeah.
You know?
MAD.
And so we don't need to get into that on stream.
No. But it's like as far as stuff I do now, it's like
unless
whatever.
Some people want to hear about that.
No, this is not an embarrass each other's stream. This is a let's do.
Guy said it first.
Well, one time in sophomore year, Zach went.
Wait, what story was that gonna be?
I was just nothing. I was just making this shit
I was
up.
gonna say, like, I can't think of anything that bad in sophomore year. I would say the worst of it was like freshman and 8th grade by far.
Freshman and 8th grade, yeah. I see. I feel like I was pretty tame up until like beginning of junior year. I got weird, and then after that, I was fine.
I think
You know
for
what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and I think it was more like sophomore and junior year for you.
Maybe I can't remember. I didn't know because most of sophomore year I didn't really like that girl much.
See, but like I don't know, you still did stuff like the whole remember when we went to go watch Logan? That was sophomore year.
Was it?
Yeah, because I remember like
Sure.
That
That wasn't like specifically about her though. That was more just about like girls in general.
Yeah, I was pissed.
Did I leave and go? Oh, that was she wasn't even there. That was when I hung out with Jill and Caitlin.
Yeah, I was.
And that was the first time I smoked weed, which was I think that was junior year, not sophomore year.
Oh, actually, it might have been.
Sorry, viewer. I'm not fighting them. Sorry, viewer. I'm sorry, viewer. I'm sorry, viewer.
I said it first. What did she say first?
Mutual assured destruction about you and Ethan having embarrassing.
Sophomore year. I think I was too much of a bitch to do that.
I remember we were watching Logan, and because I was just watching it today, and I was able to point out.
Don't be sorry, you're doing great.
Did you point that out to your parents?
No.
Thank you. I'm very scared.
Okay,
Right,
so
not scared.
Logan
2017, March 2017, which would have been June. Wait,
yeah.
That doesn't really.
There's an Armsy out here, guys. By the way.
Alright. So, junior. So it was about. So Logan is 2 hours. And
Show the chainsaw right up the ass. Oh. Never mind. I'm sorry. That was crude. I'm sorry. That was very rude.
Tyson left within 40 minutes of the movie starting by saying, "Hey, I need to go help my mom with something."
Okay, but I actually did. I did that before I went and hung out with her.
So Tyson was like, "Hey, Zach."
Okay, hold on. There's two sides to this story.
Can I say my truth?
Sure. Your truth.
He was begging me. He was like, "Please go to Dutch Brothers." So it was Skylar, Jael, Caitlin, and they were like, "Zach and Tyson, let's go to Dutch Brothers and hang out." And I did not want to, because I was never really friends with Skylar, like that group of people.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to. And Tyson was like,
and I wanted Zach to go with me, and the deal was that if Zach went, Zach was like, if I go with you, you have to come see a movie. And I was like, I'm not sure. I told you beforehand. I was like, I don't know if I have enough time. I'm not sure if I can.
You did not.
But
Okay.
I did it anyway.
What I said was, no, the deal was like, I was like, okay, well then let's go like early. So we even planned it and we went to an earlier showing. And then you were like, yeah, I gotta go. And so he left me in the movie theater by myself, and it's a sad movie. And I cried in the movie theater, and nobody was there.
Okay, you are painting a very, very dumb picture.
False narrative.
Okay, me and Zach were gonna go hang out with these girls. I was going to. Zach didn't want to.
Okay, you admitted that you were begging me to go. It took.
Okay, I was like, Zach, just go with me, please. Yes, I was begging. Whatever, you can say it like that. I don't mind that. Okay, simping wasn't a thing back then. I was doing what I had to do. Anyways, it's my storytelling time. Zach was like, "Oh, I'll only go." Zach was holding me accountable. I just wanted Zach to go out and be social with me, meet some people, hang out with some people he wouldn't usually hang out with.
And we did not usually hang out with them.
Yeah, which is good. You want to hang out with new people, which I actually had really fun that night because I hung out with
I did
Caitlin,
not.
Jill, and David, which was like a very new thing. I hadn't like hung out with them.
I don't like any of those people.
Okay, well, it would have opened up a new opportunity. So I was like, Zach, just go. It'll be fun. And he was like, no, only if you see this movie with me. You have to see Logan with me. I didn't give a flying fuck about Logan.
What happened was we had agreed to see the
sorry,
movie, and then
viewers.
Tyson was like, so we had already agreed. We're like, we're gonna see Logan, and we're like, yeah. And then last minute, Tyson's like, actually, Skylar wants to get coffee with us. I'm like, okay, well, you already said we were seeing Logan. And he was like, I'll only see Logan if you get coffee with me.
I think coffee came before Logan, to be quite honest.
No,
But anyways, I told Zach, like, I was like, I don't know if I want to see Logan. I don't know if I'll have enough time. I have stuff to do.
There's a spider over here, a blue one.
Sorry,
Anyway,
viewer, I had
it
to
was
switch
my
to my
time to
computer because
share
my
my
phone
part of
was
the story.
dying.
My truth.
I was like, I don't know if I really want to see it. I don't know if I have enough
See this
time, but I
Logan
was like, you know what? I'll start
Oh,
it with
never
you
mind.
anyways.
Wait,
And then I
but
left
what
him during the
school
theater
year
because
was
I had to go
this?
help my mom. But afterwards, I hung out with the girls.
Junior year. Junior year.
It
This is
was like
junior
it was
year
like
for
apartment
them.
stuff.
So sophomore year for us. Honorable viewer. Sorry,
this was junior year.
honorable viewer
You know
was
what,
asking me questions.
I mean, no matter what, I think these states
I
are
would like to mention, at the beginning of this stream, I said, oh, I'll send it to a few people, and then they were making fun of me for sending it to you. Just saying. And now you're our only viewer, so
Honorable
joke's on
viewer, I thank you. I thank you for watching.
I don't know. I don't
This
think I
makes
was
me
in the
wanna
wrong
stream
because I
again.
just wanted Zach to come out and be social, and I really didn't want to see the movie. And I told him that I was honest, and he made me see it with him anyways. So then I had.
Who is in the wrong here? Oh, we'll wait for
Afraid to see that shot clock there. I don't think I got to explain my side fully. I just want, here's my final statement. I wanted Zach to be more social and come with me to hang out with this group that we wouldn't normally hang out
Here's my
with.
thing.
Zach, like, begged me to go see this movie with him that I
You
didn't want
begged
to
me
see.
to go.
He begged me to see this movie with him that he didn't want to see. In the middle of the movie,
It wasn't even the middle. It was like
oh,
half-hour.
wait, hold on.
From
Read what
wrong,
she
you
said.
guys were
That's
young,
beautiful
it's
right
okay,
there.
move on.
What is it? Oh, wait.
I think no one's in the wrong. You guys were young. It's okay. Move on. There you go.
I think
That's
I think
great.
the honorable viewer is right.
That is
Love
great.
makes us do crazy things. So honestly,
Yeah.
like
Honestly,
The
we
only
don't
thing that-
need to dredge this
hold
up.
on. The biggest point right now is who do I still talk to, Zach, or those people? Zach.
That's true. That's true.
That doesn't mean you're in the right. That, if anything, that puts you in the right. Because you were wasting time that you could have been bonding with me.
But I had an interesting first experience that night that I wouldn't have gotten otherwise.
You only did it because you were trying to get into Skylar's pants.
And Caitlin was attractive.
She's okay.
I think she's cute, but
I
that's just
think
me.
Hannah is, but not Caitlin.
I didn't hang out with Hannah that night.
I know, I'm just saying. Hannah's in that group. Let's objectify women, guys. Alright.
What, saying a girl's cute isn't objectifying, it's just like being polite. I'm
I
not
know, I
like,
wasn't
oh,
done.
she's so hot.
I was gonna say, you didn't let me finish.
Girls are
Top
cute.
10 hottest girls that we know. Number 10, Nancy, my manager.
Dude, Nancy's a baddie, bro. She gives me that free ticket every time. I'm just like, damn, girl.
She
Nancy
always
sucks.
wants to give Tyson a free ticket.
She sees that my never mind, I'm gonna stop.
You know,
Our honorable viewer
Oh,
has
Zach,
said,
your friend is so tall and handsome.
you know, I actually have a story about the honorable viewer objectifying a ton of women.
Thought of the viewer objectifying women?
Yeah,
Ooh,
quite a bit actually.
go into it. Let's
I don't know,
dox
I
the
don't know,
viewer.
Sarah. Sarah, should I dox
"No,
you right now?
don't dox."
Excuse me.
Should I? Is it okay if I'm not sharing that story? I'm joking. Unless ...
Objectifying women or men? Both.
I've never
I'll tell you
objectified
that
women
story
before.
off stream later, Tyson.
Alright.
Wow, Tyson gets to hear a story, but I don't. Wow.
Chandler, you said no doxing on the stream.
Yeah, sorry.
I get it. I get it. Tyson's your little baby, and I'm nothing. I guess
Oh, way to
I'll just,
disrespect the stream master.
yeah.
Man.
I'm gonna
You
take my
wouldn't.
angers out on this native.
Oh my gosh. Okay, honorable viewer is a lying piece of shit right now.
Don't you dare
I don't
disrespect.
even know what you're talking about.
She says that she's never objectified
The
women.
rating.
Oof.
Don't you dare
That's
disrespect my honorable viewer
How
like
do you
that. Like,
define objectifying women?
Talking about inappropriate parts of the body.
Oh, like your coworkers?
I never said that. I'm not saying anything.
I would
I
not
already
say
know
that's
it's,
objectifying
maybe it's
women.
famous celebrities.
Objectifying
what if-
women is
what if
treating
the
them like
viewer was just
objects.
Sarah, you know exactly what I'm. Don't you? She remembers that day.
You mean honorable viewer? Well,
Honorable viewer remembers the day.
I mean, Zach, you were in the
I was being
conversation too, so were
sarcastic,
you
HRH.
objectifying women?
I was, yes. I will say that.
Exactly. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I told Tyson about it like the day after it happened because I was like, that was weird.
Yeah, you're like, dude, sometimes I talk to Sarah about really weird things. Just kind of cool, you know?
honorable viewer, no doxing,
Okay,
no
Tyson.
doxing.
Okay, Tyson, we don't have to keep talking about that. Oh, she says she was being sarcastic now.
Oh, well,
I need to change the conversation.
I'm just saying, it's kind of weird that the sarcastic things that she was saying was all true, you know?
Alright, let's talk about the next
so
anime
it was
I'm gonna watch. I don't know. Re:Zero Season 2 is coming out in the summer. I'm very looking forward to that.
Oh, the Disney Pixar's Onward, that's gonna be a good one.
Cringe word.
Dude, the guy from Onward looks like Tyson. I'm saying it.
You mean Chris
Back when I
Pratt's
was,
character or Julia Louis-Dreyfus' character?
Tom Holland's character.
Who?
Tom Holland.
the main
Who's
kid.
Tom Holland?
Spider-Man. He played Spider-Man.
Oh, you mean Andrew Holland? Tom Garfield?
You mean, fucking, what's his name? I can't
Oh my
think
gosh,
of the name.
what was his name? Yeah. Oh, you mean
Tobey Maguire.
What was their
I was
names?
gonna say Andrew Maguire. The numbers, Mason. What do they mean?
Hey guys, remember when I started the stream and I was like, "Hey guys, how long do you guys want to play?" And Zach was like,
And we're
"Oh,
like,
I can
maybe
play for an hour."
tops.
Now it's 3 a.m.
Later. Remember when we started playing and we're like, we can't play for that long. We have school in the morning.
Well, Tyson doesn't have school in the morning.
I don't have school in the morning either.
Who
Alright,
am I kidding?
I like the deep dive questions.
Honestly,
I like the deep.
I'm just gonna
questions,
sleep until I wake up, and then I'm gonna play Persona 5 Royale until my class. You know, I can.
Any other deep dive questions, or should we what's
I
the
think we should
move?
do one more deep dive.
Yeah, one more deep dive.
Does the honorable gracious viewer
Please.
have any?
One last deep dive.
Again, I feel like I've been asking a lot of the deep dive questions, and no one has asked me any deep dive questions.
What about that best day thing? What about the video game one? That was me.
Yeah.
Tyson hasn't come up with anything, nor has the honorable viewer.
Yeah, I think it's on a real viewer stream. I came up with the best day thing.
No, that was definitely
No, I did.
know for a fact that was
Chandler,
me.
wasn't that me?
Chandler, that was me.
You're asking
That
the
was
you're asking the guy who's slowly
I'm gonna
sobering
find
up.
it. I'm gonna find
It
it.
was me.
Stream.
Because I was like, okay, what is the single best day of your life?
I vaguely remember Tyson saying it.
It was me because I remember Zach was
I
climbing
have
up,
no
or either
idea,
Zach or
sorry,
Chandler was
that's all
climbing
on
up the
you
hill or
guys.
whatever.
No,
Oh, you're
because
good,
I
honorable
thought of the
viewer.
question about real lives.
Alright,
Was
I'm
it
gonna
before
call it
or
something.
after we did the rap stuff?
I have no idea. Sorry, it's all on you guys. Lame.
How about
Oh, here it is. Okay.
What do you guys honestly want to do with your future?
Um,
Or I
for
guess,
like
okay,
short term or
no,
long term.
you know what? Don't even think about your
Okay, wait,
future.
wait, hold on. I wanna. Right here. Describe the best day, like single day of your life. Fuck you, Tyson.
That's pretty good.
All
I'm
right, all
actually
right. You know
I
what?
surprised.
told you.
You know what? I'll give it to Zach. I'll give it to Zach. He's right.
Okay, in the short term, I want to like to keep doing my schoolwork, and I just want to like meet a lot of new people and like have fun experiences and just like chill with a lot of like people, just like vibe with people, you know,
Mm.
and just like live life for now.
Okay, now for an answer that's not
Hold on.
really.
Shut up, you.
What? You what? You what?
Nothing. I'm
Are you
stopping
gonna?
there.
Are you gonna say a homophobic
But
slur
in like
on stream?
in the long term, like I really want to like just finish up college. Like maybe like honestly, right after college, I want to like live with like a couple boys, like a couple of the boys for like a couple years,
I was
and
honestly
then like
thinking about that too. Like,
yeah, and just like I don't know, I want to like get a job right out of college and get my shit figured out. But then like in the long term, like I like want like I'll probably like I want to meet someone and like settle down a little bit. But like for now, I literally just want to like enjoy the best times because we're all young and we're only young ones, and I just want to like chill, you know.
yeah, like, well, cause so my dad like lived with his friends, and like both my parents were like never like live with your friends, you know, like it's gonna like ruin it, cause like my dad like had a house with like a couple of his like really good friends, and like there was multiple times where like they like wouldn't pay like the rent and stuff like that. But I don't know, like I feel like with like for instance like with Tyson, like I don't know, he's always been like good with like money and stuff, and like I wouldn't really
Yeah,
have to worry about stuff like that.
yeah.
Ethan, on the other hand, I don't know why. Like, I feel like
Here's
I
the
love the
thing,
guy. I
Ethan's
just think he'd
life,
be
like he's in college and he's like
yeah.
he's gonna be in pharmacy school for a while, so I don't think he's gonna want to like move out. Like I'm gonna be graduated in like a year and a half, so it's like I'm ready to like move
I
on,
would
you know.
want to be graduated in a year and a half, but I can't. It's gonna be like 2, 3 years maybe.
But no, I'm just trying to enjoy life right now, find cool people, and I got you boys, which is cool.
I
But I
think
don't
for
know.
me, I don't know. I just want to be happy.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
that's
know what
the
I
thing.
want. Honestly, like I kind of wouldn't hate meeting a rat girl, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
no, definitely.
That just may be the inner simp in me talking.
No, no, not at all. Like that
Who
was honestly,
knows?
it's like I know like it didn't work out, but like that's just because both of our lives went in like different directions, you know? It's like we're still chill, nothing bad happened, but it's just like that was like, some of my best memories so far, was like being with that person.
Interesting.
No
Don't
matter
be
what.
all
Zach,
about
shut the
that.
fuck up. No, like I'm dead serious. Like,
I mean, I know, like, never mind. I'm not gonna make the joke anymore. You guys made me feel bad.
no, like I'm just saying
Yeah, I know.
it's like I'm never gonna like forget about that, like
What
no
about
matter like what my life goes into.
you
Yeah,
know
no, I
what?
know what you mean.
What
Cause like
about
that's like
you,
that was
honorable viewer? Sorry,
Let me shake your hand. I want to shake your
I
hand.
was just saying. What about you, honorable viewer? What's in the short-term future for you? What would you like?
yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
question.
Here, I'll get her on the air. I'm kidding.
No,
I'm not.
no, no.
I just said I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
The
Just a meme,
honorable
bro.
viewer has said that they don't want to. We were
Oh my gosh, it's
respecting their.
called a meme.
You don't
No,
know
I
any.
think with
You
like
still say Pickle Rick unironically.
I think with like relationships, it's more. I think with like relationships, it's really just like about the experience and like you're eventually gonna meet the person you end up with forever. But like for now, it's just like whether it ends or goes on, it's really just about like like everything. It's like I cherish like the moments I had, but like I understand that it had to end. And that's all life is, just being happy. And I'm happy now. I'm like as the happiest I've been, in a while. So it's cool. But now we just gotta vibe, boys.
I don't
And
know,
Chandler,
I'm
I
just
hope you
vibing,
find that
but
one, and
thank
I
you
think you
for
will soon
asking
because you
me.
are a great man. Same with you, Zach.
OMG, I don't know. I'm just vibing, but thank you for asking me. Yeah,
Just
that's how I am. just no choice but to
Just
vibe.
vibe, for sure.
And, you know, it's not a bad thing to just vibe. It's a pretty good thing, because honestly, I've been vibing for 19 years of my life, and it's
I
what I
think
know.
Chandler, I think you're ready to like get out of the vibing stage and just like,
What?
I think we're kind of opposites, you know?
What do you mean get out of the vibing stage?
I think Chandler's ready for like something serious.
We'll see. I don't know.
Interesting.
You know what I mean?
Uh-oh,
I mean, I
uh-oh.
don't think
We're
there's
losing the
anything-
viewers. We're losing the viewers. Uh-oh, uh-oh. We're down 37%. There we
We're
go.
down
I made a
37%.
fart joke. The viewers are back, guys.
Oh.
The viewers are back.
Yeah, I made a Pickle Rick reference. Funniest shit I've ever seen.
But I don't know, Zach, what about you? What's your future?
Honestly, I thought you guys forgot about me, and I was like, gonna be like, okay.
No, I'm remembering. I just wanted to
No.
get Chandler's. Yeah.
I mean, like, you know, I want to get done with school and stuff. I mean, like, short term, like, I want to make my move with this girl, but, like, I'm a little bitch boy, so I can't. And, like, I don't know, like, I really like just, like, where I'm at right now in life, you know? Like, I'm fine where I'm at. Because, like, I like working at the theater, you know? I'm doing schooling. Like, I'm fine just, like, sitting in this, like, moment. Just, it'd be better with a lady.
Yeah, for sure. Chandler, is that kind of how you feel?
No.
Well, okay, Chandler's, like, in Hill's Burrito and, like, you know, different circumstances.
Again,
Why did you call it that, Zach?
What?
Why'd you call it Hill's Burrito?
Oh, I don't know. I heard Chandler call it that once, and I thought it was
All
funny.
you gotta do
Chandler,
is
where'd
tell
you
the
get that
lady,
from?
Zachy.
I don't get it.
I don't know. I'm just like,
What's wrong? Like, it's... What?
I want to move out as soon as two things happen. And one of those is probably going to happen within the month. So,
Wait, you want to what?
I want to move out within two things happening, and one of those two things is going to happen within the month, most likely.
Uh-oh.
Really?
I know one of the things, and I hope it's not the one that I'm thinking of.
Let's just say I don't think I'm going to get my associates until the fall term. So,
Yeah.
it's the
Oh,
other one
okay.
that's going to happen a lot sooner.
Are you talking about...
But that's okay.
animal?
I got you, bro.
It's okay.
Oh, man.
We all have to lose what we love most at some
Yeah.
point. So
That's a good point.
I'm not ready. I'll never be ready, but
Yeah.
I've just kind of just know I love her so much.
Mm-hmm.
I love her more than anything I've ever loved before in my life. So,
That's beautiful.
and I know just
Facts.
Yeah.
I'll be fine. I won't, but I'll be fine. Sorry, that got really deep. I'm talking about my dog.
You got me
My dog-
tearing up a little bit.
My
just
dog is
'cause, like,
13 years old, and she's like the
I
dog I've
think
had.
he has gotta go for it. I mean, what is there to lose?
Mhm.
No, for sure, bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
last year,
She's my baby.
well, cause like, you know, last year, you know, I had Bailey, and she
Mhm.
was 15, and like, that, like, it just messed me up, just cause, you know, she, slept in my bedroom,
Everything to gain, nothing to
and
lose.
like, I like woke up, and like, she, like, couldn't breathe right, and so, they, I was like freaking out, cause, you know, she like wasn't like breathing good, and so my dad, like, when he got home from work, you know, like, because like I went back to bed, cause like there was nothing I could do, you know, like I told like my parents and stuff, and so then like I went to bed and stuff, and like when I woke up, you know, she was like still like breathing funny, and like had to go to school. And then when I got home, my dad said that she had, her heart had failed, and so they had to put her down. So I'm still like, I'm crying right now just thinking about that, man.
Yeah, it's
Literally,
rough.
loss is the worst thing that can ever happen because, I mean, I just think about, like, I had a dog at my dad's also that I loved a lot, and literally one morning, my dad texted my sister and I and just went, I regret to inform you that, like, her name was Bernice, and all he said was, I regret to inform you guys that Mrs. B has passed, and I went, like, I was like, who's Mrs. B? And my mom came into my room crying and went, did you hear the news? And I was like, no, what? And she was like, well, Bernice has passed. And so it's like, it it's just hard getting news about
Yeah.
your loved ones passing at the whole wrong time. Like, that's my biggest fear. Like, I hate, I hate getting a lot of texts in school or work because I have told my mom that when it's my dog's time, that she has to, like, she has to text me and tell me until I respond, or else I won't forgive her. Like, she knows that, right? And so I'll get a bunch of texts randomly at work, and like I just get hit with this like panic attack, like
Yeah.
tonight's the day, and I'm not ready, and it's just some stupid group chat talking about a meme, and I'm like, what the fuck? But you know, it's
Yeah.
like you're never ready, and you're never gonna get over it, but you just gotta remember the good memories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eh,
And
The,
it's like, honestly, like, I feel like death is just like such like a natural thing that everyone has to go through and that everyone's gonna experience one day. And it's just like, I think it's just kind of a part of like the circle of life and everything like that goes on, you know?
And like,
It's like, I don't think it's not supposed to, in my mind, be like a sad thing. It's just like a natural thing.
yeah, and like, I mean, 13, like, your dog's like 13 years old, you know, like, they've lived like a long, like, you know, like a good life, you know?
mm-hmm.
That's just like the way that I had to think about it, you know?
Oh yeah, trust me, I know I'm grateful for she's a German Shepherd Husky mix. Like she should not have lived for this long, and I'm so thankful that she's made it this long.
Oh, I didn't realize that the dog was Shepherd and Husky mix. That's what I have.
Yeah,
Lola.
those live to like 9 or 10,
Yeah.
not 13. So I'm very grateful that she's made it this far, but I
Um,
know it's not going to be that much longer.
Yeah.
well, and then, so we had Boomer, and he had died, probably he died the same year that Lola did before. But Boomer was my brother's dog, and I didn't like hate, like, I don't know, like I joked that I was like, oh, I hate that dog, and like Tyson can vouch, you know, like we're all like, ah, oh, Boomer's such like a
Kind of
stupid,
like the
like,
running joke, yeah.
yeah, but like, you know, like I still like liked him and stuff, and so my dad had like told us that he had like went outside and like, you know, my dad eventually like found him out there, but then this, like, a month later, me and my dad, no, it was like 2 months later, because there's about 2 months before, 2 or 3 months actually, um, between when we lost Boomer and we got Lola, and we were going to pick Lola up from the person, and my dad like told me that, um, for some reason, like, he, like, the couple months like leading up to it, he had been like just chugging water, and we don't know why. Like he was just chugging it down, and like he had like water in the house and everything, and like just he was always there, and he would drink so much he would throw up just because he was drinking so much. And we let him outside to use the bathroom in our backyard, and like um, he had fallen into our swimming pool and drowned. And we thought, like, my dad thought that like he was trying to get some water from it. Um, so I don't think Jordan knows that. I mean, I like
That's
found
how
out.
Boomer died.
Yeah, and it just like really like messed me up. Just
Oh,
cause
I
like,
didn't know that.
Oh my
but like he
god.
was, but he was also, you know, he's 15 years old. You know, like, but like it just like messed me up. Just thinking like, like drowning just seems like an awful way, And so like
Yeah.
Lola and like Scout, like we don't have them go in the backyard. Like our pool is drained right now, so it's not like it would be like a problem, but still, it's like, and like now we watch them as they use the bathroom and stuff. But it just really like messed me up.
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't know
that's
that well.
awful. I'm so sorry. That's
And then, I mean, on top of that, our cat died that same year. Like, all of our animals died within, like, 6 months. But with, like, the cat, like, oh my god, I really liked our cat, Ty. He had FIV, and so we got him when he was a year old, and that was, like, when I was in 4th grade. And so, he was or that was like 3rd grade or something. So, he was probably 11 years old, which is fairly old for like a cat that has like the cat version of AIDS.
mm-hmm.
But and then like, we were taking him because he was acting all like weird and stuff, and the doctors were like, this cat is older than 10 years old. We think he's more like 14 years old. Which was a big surprise, and like they said like, yeah, the cat's fine, like there's nothing wrong with him, and then like literally 2 days later, like the cat died, and it just, yeah, it's not ideal.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was last year, maybe the year before. I don't like cats, but like there are a couple cats. My family's owned a lot of cats in my life, and there are a couple cats. There are 2 cats that I've loved, and one of them was named Magnus, and I think it was last year, maybe the year before. Um, he was an outside cat, but he would always come around and like hang out, and he used to sleep with me at night. And
Yeah.
like he was gone for a couple days, and he came back, and he wasn't really moving at all. And my mom was like, I'm gonna take him to the vet. And I was like,
Sub to
okay.
me.
And I was like, alright, whatever. And I went to work, and my mom texted me at work that he had passed, and they had to put him down. And like, I just wasn't ready for that.
Yeah.
So, people underestimate like pets and how much they mean to us. Like, pets are the fucking
Yeah.
best.
I think it's really interesting just how like quick things can change and how quick things can happen.
Well, because like, so like the messed up thing was with like the cat. We like, he like was like acting like weird, and he had like, I guess like, I don't remember like what happened. Something happened. Like he got like better, and like my mom was like, if this is his time, like let us know. We want to put him down because like we just don't want him to suffer, And so they were like, oh no, he's fine, he's fine. And then like, like 2 nights later, like my dad wakes up because he starts hearing like a weird noise, and the cat had a seizure, and he had fallen, and he had a seizure and couldn't move his like back legs at all. And so that's when like my dad had to take him in, put him down. And like we were like pissed because we were like, we didn't want him to suffer anything, and like the doctor's like, oh, he's gonna be fine, he's still good. And it's like, really? Because obviously he's not. Did you know blueberries replenishes your hydration?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't. Yeah, it's very neat.
Yeah,
Basically,
life is weird.
moral of this story is life sucks. Life is out to get you, but find joy in the little things. Be it your friends, your pets, or a goal, and just strive towards that, because if you don't, then what do you have to live for? You know?
Yeah, I don't think life sucks. I just think that like bad things or like perceived bad things are just kind of a part of it that we have to deal with, and not all things are going to be perfect. But I think like overall the fact that we're all here and that we all like found each other, just whatever, it's like that just makes up for any bad things that happen. You know?
The fact that it just happens to be us and the honorable viewer, of course, the small world that we live in. You know, just gotta be thankful. Also, Zach is griefing. I don't know why.
Zach don't grief.
Fine.
I don't know.
I want to go to
Emoji
bed.
red heart.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good note to end it on.
I probably won't be going to my Japanese class at 8:30 in the morning, but
Just watch
I
some anime. That's like your homework.
just watch Konosuba again. I don't know. Just any viewers that are still watching, hang in there, champ. Know that, I don't know.
Maybe we'll do it again.
If you don't,
This was nice.
yeah, if you don't believe in yourself, I believe in you. No matter who you
That's
are,
a
no
good
matter what you're
point.
doing, if you don't believe in
It's like
yourself,
I
believe in
thoroughly
you.
believe that we're all like good people and everything's gonna work out, and it's like whatever happens between now and then, you know, shit's gonna suck, but like we're all gonna end up good. We all got each other.
We'll figure out what we want
That
in
goes for
life.
the viewer too. We are all here if y'all need nothing.
Well,
All
I
for
don't
all of
know
our
if I'm
good
there for
viewers.
the viewer. I don't really know the viewer at all.
Zach's
so
not here for the viewer. Zach is kind of cringe, bro.
Zach's kinda cringe.
it's like, who is the viewer? I mean, you guys might know him better, but
I
I
might
don't
know
know
the
them.
honorable viewer more than
I
Zach.
don't know them. I don't know them well enough to really like. I'm just being honest here. I don't know them well enough to be like, you know, oh, I care about how you feel. Oh, you're my
Yeah,
friend.
yeah.
Oh,
That's kind of
yeah,
cringe. Caring about people's feelings, like, bro. Alright. Well, I feel like this is a good time to end the stream and to get off.
yeah.
So, honorable viewer, friends, family, Davids, Putneys, drivers, and juniors.
Oh, I'm just now reading this. What is this? I think he's got to go for it. I mean, Tyson, what are you saying?
I'm trying to hype you up, bro.
Zach, just watch the Zach.
What is that freaking?
Zach,
Wait,
Zach,
get
watch
Tyson's
the
profile
VOD
picture.
tomorrow. Watch the VOD tomorrow. All
I'm
right?
not watching that. It's freaking 3 hours long.
Then I don't care because I'm ending the stream. But loyal viewer, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you want to watch again, I don't know. Zach will probably tell you. And good